1. Hello, everybody. Welcome, gamers. Hi. How's everybody doing? I am starting back up with my stream in the new year. Work is still overloaded, but we're gonna try this anyways, because even though I'm working overtime, the work level has gone down since the holidays ended, so hopefully I won't be exhausted. We are bringing in, let me test to make sure that the sound is actually going through. We are bringing in, perfect, okay. I am going to start sending out messages that I'm live on Twitter, and I am waiting for the player to arrive. So let's do that. While, let me get this going here. Session 0 for player. Check it out. Hashtag D5E. Hashtag Theros. No, not the rose. Ugh. Of course it erased W. And hashtag Theros. It goes like the rose. Nobody's trying to hashtag the rose. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. I am. Oh, by the way, anybody who sees this, I am so sore right now. From working out. I started doing push-ups. I am not a strong person, so I started doing push-ups on the wall. So yeah, new uh, get the party. Hashtag DND5E. Hashtag. All right, so got that going. Okay, switch. Stream manager. Stream here. Do that. Do that. Okay. Let's see here. Um, I tried really hard to add different things, but it's really difficult to actually get things set up correctly. So I'm going to keep trying. I want to add more special effects to my emotions and stuff, but um, it's not like built in. You have to like do all this side work, and I'm like, I just wish the whole VRM setup allowed you to just like add those, like add animations or add things more easily. And there is different things that take VRMs and allow you to add things, but then like you're streaming in that one instead of streaming in another one. So like VC face works great for me, right? Like it's the best one that works for me as far as the tracking goes. I am a huge fan of it. But there's other ones that actually come with like these animation things that like let you do effects on top of yourself. And I wish I could do that without having to, like I wish I could import that with my character for like my emotions and stuff. I don't know. It's frustrating. Okay. Let's see. So we're live here. Oh, let me do this. Thank you, Sour Citrus 78, for chasing me to China. Yay! Super happy with that. So let's go over. Let me see if I do this. If this brings them up. Ah, cool. They put their character. They put a thing for their character already. Let's see here. There they are. So I'm gonna. Oh, he's in here. So let me see. Rich, please. sound from here. Hope that means that he comes in to Discord. There we go. And if I click here, does this show up for you guys? Yes, it does. Okay, cool. So he set up a lot of his character sheet already. Oh, cool. He set up his things here.
Can you hear me?
There you are. Yay!
There.
Welcome.
Awesome.
Hey. Cool. So we're streaming already. I was talking to people about some stuff, but do we have a name for your character yet?
Let's see. I'm gonna go with Ardonis, which is Ardonis.
Hold on, let me. Ardonis.
Yeah.
It's Adonis with an R in it.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, cool. So I modified your thing now so that it says Ardonis. Cool. So you're a blade singing was satyr. 10th level blade singing satyr. Cool. Um are you still looking through the feats? Is that what you're
Oh, the feats. I think I was just gonna go with a couple I've used before. Let's see here. Oh, I was gonna take tough because everybody else took tough.
you took tough and warcaster, but you still
And
actually have
Warcaster.
you have two more feats.
Yeah, I was gonna just go with lucky and mobile.
Oh man, you're not experimenting at all.
Yeah, I know. I'd like to. It's just like I kind of like the find familiar, the familiar one that lets you see everything, anything that's magic. But I just don't know like how useful that would be. Um, or the one that takes hits. That one actually sounds kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of funny because the Minotaur Sorcerer is very much on the find familiar thing as well. Um,
Oh, is he?
well,
Ah,
he's not taking the feats, but he has like a familiar. Yeah, the familiar is
oh.
the taking the hit one is pretty good. Just because it like you lose the familiar, but then it's sort of like one of those things. But
So if
um,
you took a hit, say you like just took a really intense hit for like 30 hit points or something, and it happened to be the one that drops you to 0, would you get all those back?
yeah. So let me go
Or is that
to
not how it works?
Let me go to where that is. So the extended familiar powers. So it's called Thick Protect, and it says your familiar. No, bondage shielding here. While your familiar is temporarily dismissed, if an attack would reduce you to 0 hit points, your familiar will manifest and take the hit instead. Your familiar recovers hit points at a rate of 1 hit point per hour while dismissed. Okay, so what that says is if you would take the hit, your familiar comes out and takes the hit instead. So let's say I say, "Oh, you're gonna take this thing is gonna hit you for 50 hit points, and you're at 49." Well, you already know you're
Yeah.
gonna go down to 0, so your familiar jumps out, takes the hit. You take no damage.
Oh wow, that's pretty good.
But let's say you're at 50 hit points, and I say you're gonna take 49. You're gonna go down to 1,
Yeah, I guess it really depends.
right? But if you're gonna die, you're gonna die. Like it's gonna stop you from dropping. It's like a last minute shield, but it has to be dismissed. You can't have him out. So if you feel like you're about to get hit, maybe you dismiss your familiar, and then your familiar, like kind of teleports back to you, and then jumps out and protects you. Um,
Right.
the thick protect adds the hit die, plus your con modifier to their hit points. It like they're just a 1 hit point thing. So if all of a sudden it has more hit points, it might still die, especially at this level. They might still die, but it's just might you can take the familiar powers multiple times. It's like the idea is that somebody would take bonded shielding spell sight and then 8 thick protects, so that way that their familiar would have um
Oh, 8.
like 64 plus like whatever your Constitution modifier is times 8 worth of hit points, and so that would mean that you, like, let's say your con modifier, let's say you got to 20 for whatever reason, that would put you at 8 times 5 40 plus 64. It would you would have a familiar with 104 hit points,
Holy smokes.
right? Like that's something that's possible. Like you give up all of your other feats to have this super powered familiar, but
Yeah, right.
but
That,
I
and
think,
you would also need a really high constitution, which I kind of don't have.
yeah. So it's one of those things. It's for a very specific build, but I think the bonded shielding and spell sight alone are worth taking. The other thing is that the bonded shielding, I don't have it worded very well, but when you're it makes it so you don't have to recast find familiar to get your familiar back, because after an hour it regains.
Um,
Bonded shielding, the familiar dies, right? Because it takes the hit. It'll die,
right.
right? Like it doesn't have a lot of hit points. Well, after an hour, it regains 1 hit point.
Oh, right. I get
So
it.
so
Yeah,
the bonded shielding actually makes it so that once you cast Find Familiar, for the day, and you're probably gonna ritual cast it, you have your familiar for the day. Even if it dies after an hour, it comes back.
comes back. Oh, that is. I think that's pretty powerful.
Yeah, it really, that's the whole point of it. The point of it is because, I mean, you could always just recast Find Familiar. It's not like it's a big deal. It saves you 10 minutes, and that short rest you're taking, which is an hour anyways. It would have recovered regardless. So I'm like, fine. Here's a feat that just kind of gets rid of it and also gives you protection. So instead of you having
Yeah,
to constantly ritual cast it or whatever, it just is what it is. That's just one of
right.
those things.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm actually gonna add that proviso so that people realize it. All dismissed, even if it died. I added it. Next time I publish the website, it'll be updated.
cool.
Um,
Um,
but yeah, I mean, there's so you're a blade singer, right? So you're gonna be up close, right? So
uh, yeah, yeah, I guess so. Right.
yeah, yeah. So there's things like defensive duelist you could take, which
Let's
is
see
when
here.
you're wielding a finesse weapon, which the rapier is. Um,
Right.
when another creature makes a melee attack against you, you can use your reaction to add your proficiency bonus to your AC for that attack. So it just like makes it so that you can just not get hit.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Like, and that's a classic. But
Right.
another one that I like is brutal teamwork. That is, if you hit an enemy with a melee weapon while you're adjacent to an ally, you can add half of your proficiency modifier to the damage you deal.
So,
If you're ganging up on an enemy, you just deal extra damage. Your
yeah,
proficiency modifier right now is what, 4. So it just adds
4.
+2 to all of your damage. The
Uh,
maximum you add is +3.
I see.
It's
I,
small,
I,
but
yeah, I kind of like that defensive duelist.
yeah.
That one sounds really powerful.
Yeah, it does use up your reaction. I don't know if you have reactions in what you have.
So that would add a +4 in my reaction.
Yeah, because it adds like your warcaster gives you the reactions that you can do a cantrip, or is it a cantrip or just any spell? No, you can
Uh,
just cast a spell. So your
that's just
warcaster,
for an opportunity attack, right?
right, yeah, so if an enemy moves away, you can use your reaction. So but if you're gonna get hit and you're like, I don't want to get hit by that, all of a sudden adding what does it add? Does it add your whole thing? Hold on, where did it go? Where did it go? Just right. There we go. It adds your proficiency bonus. So adding +4 to your AC, like, can suddenly, like, your AC right now is 14, so it goes to 18. Oh no,
Right.
you didn't add anything that all the stuff that I gave you yet.
Or my AC should be 16. Then I haven't added all the magic items.
Yeah. Well, the armor is the same thing. The armor is the same one, but it just gives you resistance to acid. Um, the amazing robe. Well, the amazing robe, if once you have it activated, would if you don't if you're like standing still, you can go up to like +5. Um, so what's the other? I think maybe it's a fighting style. You didn't take any fighting styles though. Um, because you didn't do like a level of fighter or anything.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
which I I I think would have been like I would not have talked you out of doing a one level of fighter and then 9 levels of blade singing.
One level of fighter would allow me. Uh,
Because so the first level that you ever take, you get maximum hit points. So the first level of fighter would have given you a higher hit points. And then it gives you a fighting style. And actually, here, let me pull up fighter. I mean, I don't have all the stuff memorized. But it gives you the fighting style, and second wind. And then the fighting style you get, can be defense, which just gives you +1 AC, but it can also be dueling, which makes it so that when you're using just your rapier and you have no other weapons, so you can have your spell casting or whatever. But when you have your rapier in one hand, you get +2 to your damage rolls with the weapon. Um,
ah.
but the defense fighting style is my personal favorite. Just is like here's +1 to your AC.
Yeah, that's kind of nice too. Yeah.
So but you also get the but you can, like, for example, you can use like the shield, and then there's like the shield feat that lets you have it here because I think I added it.
Well,
Uh,
I can't really equip myself with a shield if I want to use my blade song.
oh, you can't do
I can't wear medium armor or carry a shield.
oh, because the shield training feat allows you to uh gain proficiency with shields, and you can don or doff a shield as a free object interaction on your turn. And you have spellcasting or pack magic feature. You can use the shield as a spellcasting focus.
Uh, yeah, that
Uh,
I guess that wouldn't work with a
with Blade
blade singer.
Song,
Yeah.
um, technically you're invoking satyr magic.
Right.
Provided you aren't wearing medium armor or heavy armor or using the shield, it graces you with supernatural speed. Yeah, but this itself, like when you have it on, it gives you oh, see, your bonus to AC equals your intelligence modifier. You gain bonus to your AC. So yeah, so your int modifier. So you get 4 from Dex, and then you'll get 5. So you're gonna get a total of +9 um from that, and then you have the studded leather armor. Um,
Right.
what's the studded leather armor base? I don't have shit memorized at all. I'm like, internet exists for a reason, man.
Basically, yeah. I
So
think it's
yeah, so 12.
12.
Yeah, yeah. So that means that you'd be when you blade sing, you'd be at 21 AC. So that feat, the defensive feat, adding +4 to 21 gives you a 25 armor class on reaction.
That's awesome.
And
That's
that's and
dope.
that's without using your spell slots for the shield spell. right? Like the shield spell gives you +5. So this is one
Right.
less than the shield spell and is not limited by your spell slots.
Right. That's what I like a lot.
So
Exactly.
instead of having to take shield, you can just say, well, maybe like if you want to like deflect magic missiles from an enemy, but I'm like whatever on that. It lets you can still save that spell slot for that sort of thing, but like now you never use your spell slot. You're just like, I'll take one less AC unless I absolutely have to.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. And
so
just keep doing it.
yeah, like if you really want to avoid getting hit by something.
So I'm looking at see, amazing robe.
All right, so the amazing robe that you got. Amazing robe is so it can be worn over your armor. It's just clothing. Um,
Right.
and when activated, you create a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air in a 40-foot cube with you at the center. The pattern appears and then grows in complexity as each round passes. Each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw, DC 14. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed until you move. While charmed, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0. The spell ends for the affected creature if it takes any damage, if someone else uses the action, or you move more than 5 feet. So this is just reiterating the other thing. So essentially, what it is that as long as you're not moving, once the creature is affected by it, it happens. So you move, it breaks it, and then you stop, and then if they're still in range, they get a save.
Uh,
But you could essentially, if they fail to save again, they just never get a reaction because it happens again once you stop moving.
right. And
Yeah.
then it says that the AC can increase by 1
For each round that it's
for
active
each
that you haven't
round.
moved,
Right. So that's kind of nice.
and it lasts for 1 minute, which is 10 rounds. Um, so if you know you're gonna be stuck for a while and you want to like hold things and you have so essentially by you staying still, your AC goes up against like ranged attacks, for example.
All right.
So you can
Yeah,
sit
that's
there and hold down a bunch of melee attackers while tanking ranged attacks is kind of what the design for it is.
right.
I know it's counterintuitive to the whole blade singing like movement. Like the whole point of blade singing is that you move around a lot, but that's
But
just
if I get stuck, then it's a nice little extra, right?
yeah, yeah. It does not differentiate between allies though.
Oh, really? Oh,
Really.
shit. That's funny. But I mean, if they're charmed by me, I can just be like, do what you were gonna do.
Well, no, it's kind of like the hypnotic pattern where they just kind of like stare open mouth drooling at the pretty lights.
Oh.
It reduces the speed to 0 and they're just like
That's funny.
lights,
It's like, ah, this beautiful robe you got on.
Yeah, yeah, it really stands out. So, but yeah, so that's what that one is. And then the pouch of petrified summoning beans. You have 7 beans in there. So that one's kind of tough. Like that's a bit of a setup. Can imagine you setting it up for a trap, maybe. I don't know. It's
Uh, I see. So 1D, it appears in 1D4 rounds, right?
yeah, yeah. Which is if you're not in combat, that is somewhere between 6 to 24 seconds. So in less than half a minute, it sprouts up and shoots out a
Right.
creature that
Yeah,
starts
that
attacking
sounds
anything.
like it could do a good trap sort of thing.
Yeah, but and I specified it takes an action to bury one and another action to water it.
I see. Okay.
And watering it, I don't know how you water it. You have a canister, you have a spell that does it. However you water it,
Right.
even accidental, you do it in the rain, it's gonna happen. So,
Right. Right. Yeah.
um,
I've never played Wizard before, and I guess if I have a scroll of rope trick, does
mhm.
that mean can I actually just add that to my spell book?
Yeah, you can. It consumes the scroll, and you copy it over.
Right.
So you can
Okay,
just
that's
have the
cool.
spell rope trick. The point of a scroll is, yeah. So if you like want to choose a different spell and then just add rope trick, we can do that as part of the setup right now. So it's like a free spell for you, but or you can leave it as a thing so that you can just pop it out without using spell slots.
Oh, that's the idea. I see. Right.
Yeah,
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 I'd probably just learn it. Might as well.
yeah. Okay, so let's see what spells you chose. Firebolt, Prestidigitation, Minor Illusion, Message, and Green Flame Blade. Okay, and then what was your background again?
I went for anthropologist.
Okay, okay. Kind of makes sense. You're like you're the satyr that like sat there and like learned shit. So you take that and
Yeah, that's basically what I'm going with. Right.
like that. Yeah, everybody's like, "Come on, let's go get drunk. Let's do this," and you're like, "This is what's really fun for me."
Yeah. Basically, right? Yeah.
Let's see, and then let's see. Let's not forget that. So you have produce flame as well. So you need to add produce flame to your cantrips from the thing you can, so that way you don't forget that you have access to it. You also have unseen servant once per day. Ooh, and you get a small method. Yay! I love the idea that
Method.
I love the idea that when you cast that free unseen servant, you also get like a free air method. Let's see if I can. Let's see. Do they just have method area? Air method is see it's a 21 hit point creature that you get that
That's not too bad.
that explodes into a burst of wind that deals like 1d4 damage and
Huh.
can knock things prone.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah. And they have a wind breath that can knock enemies prone. I mean, it's a DC 11 strength save, so it's not like it's huge, but
Right. So
against
it's when you cast Unseen Servant,
when
right?
you cast Unseen Servant, you also get an air method.
Ah, that's so weird. You'd be like in a fight and you cast a servant out on the field just to get the
Yeah.
method, like
Yeah.
servant,
Yeah, but
shine my shoes.
I mean, that's one thing, right? Like, oh yeah, he's shining your hooves while you get an air method to like blow people down, and you're like, yeah,
Right.
it's just how I
It's what I
am.
do. It's
It's
how I
what I do.
roll.
It's how I roll. All right. So these are all the base spells that you got, from just like leveling up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you got yourself rope trick from the scroll. Cool beans. All right. Um. So tell me more about this whole anthropologist satyr. Like, you grew up in the Scald with the parties, but then
Yeah, so I was in the Scholar Valley, and I
uh,
guess I'm trying to think. I was thinking like maybe the background would be something like he's kind of he's like the nerdy satyr that seems to really enjoy reading books and stuff. But then I was trying to figure out how would the blade singing kind of come into that, and I was thinking maybe like they have this fat, I think they call them rebels. like big parties, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And maybe let's see, what was the thought I had? Like a coloss. Yeah, this is it, right? Okay, so they're making just a ton of like noise, like all day, every day. Skull Valley partying like crazy, right?
Yeah.
And the neighboring town is like a neighboring town of humans, maybe. And I was reading about the giants in the book and how like giants can kind of manifest themselves from the thoughts of humans. And so I was
Hmm.
thinking maybe this town is just like getting progressively like more and more pissed off, right?
Yeah.
And so like over time this like colossus just like manifests itself, and it's just the wrath of the angry neighbors, you know? And then it like shows up, and just like just it's a total buzzkill, party killer, right?
Yeah.
And then this guy, um, my guy, he'd be like, I don't know, because he's a bookworm, and kind of, he runs away or whatever, and he just watches everybody, you know, getting slaughtered by this thing. And I was thinking maybe there's like some kind of traveling something or other that is, or I don't really know how Blade Song would kind of come into that because there's no elves in this world. I don't know. Maybe it's just another satyr. It's you know,
Yeah, so
yeah,
so yeah, so like essentially the love of party is what allowed you to move in this magical way.
yeah.
Like your blade song is almost an extension of that what's that thing that they get? She mirthful leaps, right? So your blade singing is part of your mirthful leaps kind of thing. And you just started like dancing around, and that's what
Yeah,
gets
right.
right. So
That's what saved my life. And maybe, yeah, I was thinking like maybe there's like a mentor character or something, another satyr that kind of had that swordy, leaping fighter style or something.
yeah,
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 I don't
so
know, something like that, right?
yeah. So there I did the I modified his Satyr magic there for the blade song. Yeah, so it lasts 1 minute, early incapacitated the unarmored judge. Use two hands to make an attack with the weapon. You also dismiss the blade song at any time. While your blade song is active, you gain the following benefits. AC walking speed increases by 10 feet. You have advantage on dexterity checks, acrobatics checks. So it's kind of interesting. You have advantage on dexterity acrobatics checks, but if I make you make an intelligence acrobatics check, you will not have advantage on it.
What does that mean?
Okay, so a dexterity acrobatics check is because your natural movement allows you to do something. But let's say you're trying to time something, and I say, oh, that means you're using your intelligence to figure this out for your acrobatics. Then all of a sudden you don't get advantage on it because of how it's worded.
Huh. Well, I guess either way, like my intelligence modifier is so high that it's
Right, right. But I could also say that, oh man, yeah, you're gonna need your core for this, so I need you to make a strength
then
acrobatics
he's
check.
just like dead.
Yeah, it's really weird. The way the checks work is that there's like the natural thing for it, but I could you can technically call for any ability to um to do it.
To be the thing, right?
Yeah, I think where do I have it? I think it's is it under the player knowledge? I had it as a no, it's not that. Oh, it's under the stunts and supernatural gifts at the very bottom. There's the from the Rick and Morty book. Combine their worst attribute with a random skill that doesn't go with it. Just mess with their minds. I'd like you to make an intelligence athletics check. Ah, geez, DM Rick, why do I have to do that? Because mind and body are one, Morty. You have to remember how to swim, and if you don't, you drown.
That's awesome. I love it.
I don't usually do that, but every once in a while it makes sense. So it is there. It does exist. It is possible.
I'm
Um,
all about like I like failing just as much as I like succeeding in this game, you know? Like it's always entertaining.
yeah, Yeah, that's why I'm like I love the fact that all the roles show up here. I'm not a fan of cheating. I actually am also not a fan of like if I do a hidden roll, whatever I roll is what I roll. I actually do not fudge dice. And I know there's DMs that fudge dice for, like, oh, I guess they missed you. I don't do that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I it does not mean that I do not regulate the difficulty of an encounter.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
I do regulate. I just use other valves. I have so many knobs I can turn to make a fight harder or easier,
Oh, right, 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 right.
right? And
Yeah.
I it does not have to involve fudging rolls. So
Right. Totally. Yeah.
because this is a combined narrative, so and that's the other thing I always tell people is like I'm here to help you out. I'm here to make your story happen if I can.
Right.
Um, I have a plot that I'm trying to tell as well. I think it's an interesting story, but that does not mean that it's interesting for you guys. The story I'm telling, is what I'm trying to tell. And if you guys do something that changes it, it changes it. You know what I mean?
Right. That's the wild thing about everything in TNT. It's like
Yeah.
just the craziest storytelling,
Yeah.
like stuff you
Yeah.
would never come up with on your own.
Yeah. It's kind of funny because it's like I also write, right? So like I write stories and writing stories is exactly the same as running a D&D campaign. Um, the the characters don't do what you want them to do, regardless.
Huh. That's a really good way of telling stories, actually.
Because
Because
even
that's
if
the crazy thing. It's like I almost thought like
yeah,
a fun thing to do for writing a story would just be to like break out some dice,
yeah,
and just be like, let's see what my character will do in the story next, like
yeah, well,
based
even
on the dice.
even if you don't like just trying to write, you go like, oh man, okay, so I wrote that this guy, like, I'll plan ahead, right? I'm like, okay, this character is gonna do here, he's gonna go here, and then when I'm actually writing that character at that moment, that's not what they were gonna do. So they don't do it. And I'm sitting there going, how dare you? I told you what you were gonna do. And he's like, nah, this is what I'm gonna do. And I'm
No,
like sitting there going like, what the hell? Aren't I the one writing this? Why aren't you doing what I want you to do?
right, right.
And
Yeah,
so
I mean,
yeah, and so the same thing happens with D&D, you know? So I'm very good at like not I'm very good at
yeah.
like
The other thing I love too is like when you're playing the game and you're like, well, me as a person, yeah, I would do this, that, and the other, but my character as the character they are,
yeah,
I'm not the character. The
yeah.
character's gonna do whatever the hell the character's gonna do.
Yeah. The only problem with that is when it clearly goes against certain things, like, because it's like no matter what, you're still playing a cooperative game. So it's like, well, my character wouldn't cooperate. I'm like, well, then
Oh
maybe
yeah,
maybe you need to
yeah,
play it.
yeah, yeah. I
Maybe you
don't
need to
think I've
play a
ever
different
played a
character.
character, right? Because it's a party dynamic, so it's like,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't think
yeah,
I've ever played a character that was like uncooperative with his allies.
yeah.
But it's like when you're playing the rogue, and it's like like you just feel like, boy, there's gonna be a trap with this chest. But the
Yeah.
rogue, is gonna be like, he's gonna do it. Damn it.
Yeah. So all right, so we have that going. Let me double check. So, I copied your weapons over to your bio page. I got rid of the scroll since you used it already. The studded leather armor is now studded leather armor of acid resistance. I added that. I wonder if we can stud leather. Just we know it's armor, so studded leather of acid resistance. That lets you see more of the word there. So I can get rid of that from the thing. You have 5 potions of healing and a magnifying glass of preserved words, pouch of petrified summoning beans, and the amazing robes and the amazing blade. I would automatically switch the Amazing Blade to Rapier. It was supposed to be a longsword. Um,
Okay, cool.
but that's just because I was allowing people to do that with like the bonus money that I gave them. You have 500 gold pieces um, that you can spend on items and equipment if you want.
Okay.
So letting you know that. And you have your magic items. You can't really go around purchasing magic items. You can purchase like healing kits and potions, regular potions, but anything greater than those regular potions you can't really get.
What's
Um,
what kind of healing potions are they?
they're just healing potions, I believe. They're just like regular. Um, yeah, they're just base level healing potions.
Okay.
Let's see. And I was gonna do one more thing here, which is, let's see here, we got 3. Okay. Um, um, the amazing blade you got, I'm gonna go ahead and say that when when you were fighting the that giant that showed up, I'm going to say that you when you poked into its teeth, when you pulled out, your sword was coated in something, and that's what's giving it its amazing property of giving you +1 to all your saving throws.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So it's one of those like it's from that manifestation kind of thing. So
Yeah, that works. Definitely.
cool. So
I guess the big thing I'm missing is the what's it called? Supernatural gifts
oh
or
yeah, so in the book, um it's really early on in the book. Let's say like I almost want to say it's like 9 or 12 or something. Because I think it's even
how many of them uh do you
so
choose?
so you choose one supernatural gift from like Anvil Rot, Heroic Destiny, things like that. You choose one of them.
Ah, okay, cool.
So it's in the book. It starts on page 12 in the book. And it kind of affects your character in different ways. But then if you look on the website, let me bring that up here to oh, that's wrong. There you go, to the supernatural gifts on the website. It affects what your bonuses are. I say look more at what the book gives you than what the bonuses do. Because there's like a couple of different like like Heroic Destiny, Iconoclast, and Unscarred. I'll give you the same bonuses. Anvil Rot, Nyxborn, and Rot, Nyxborn, and oh, is that just those are the only two that do it? Yeah, those are the only two that give you accuracy. Inscrutable and Oracle uh share, and then Lifelong Companion and Pious are similar.
I kind of like the idea of Nyxborn just because it makes you sparkly,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
don't actually know what the
let's see. Nyxborn is on page 14. I'll read it to you. Born from the minds of the gods, the creatures that populate the gods' realm are called Nyxborn. Nyxborn creatures resemble mortal beings, but philosophers debate their true character. Are they idealized forms of mortal beings, free from the imperfections and transience that causes mortals to suffer and die? Or are they hollow and soulless shades, lacking the authenticity and pathos that make mortal existence worthwhile? A Nyxborn is like a fragment of divinity, an idea or a dream that is incarnate. You embody an idea, like the way leaves turn towards the sun or the feeling of ocean sand between your toes. The way the heart stirs when the tide of battle changes, or the sadness that lingers when remembering a happy moment of childhood. These ideas, dreams, memories, and feelings are the stuff Nyx are made of. And a Nyxborn is shaped from that raw material. You might have been specifically crafted by one of the gods to serve a certain purpose. Or your existence could be an accident caused by a confluence of supernatural forces. The Nyxborn origin table offers a handful of suggestions that might explain how you came to be, and the Nyxborn quirks table describes special effects that might linger around your person. Additionally, you gain the following traits. One is Cloak of Stars. As an action, you wrap yourself in a starry cloak, appearing like a silhouette formed of the night sky. When you do, attack rolls have disadvantage against you. This cloak lasts for 1 minute until you doff it, no action required, or until you die. Once you use this as a trait, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. So it's kind of like a second Blade Song, in the sense that it makes it harder for things to hit you.
Huh.
Um,
I like that description. It sounds super cool.
and then you
I just
and then
wonder how I would weave that into this story. Um,
well
oh,
you
actually, you know what? I wonder if maybe like maybe he could have been like
actually
maybe when a Colossus attacks the Vale or the Valley or whatever, it could be like he was sent or something.
yeah. So yeah, and Nyxborn resistance gives you resistance to necrotic and radiant damage. So actually, that would be a great idea. So imagine this. Imagine this. The satyrs have been reveling for a long time, right? Partying it up. And then the neighboring town gets upset that they send that Colossus over. And so the satyrs imagine you a hero to them, and then you manifest.
Ah, there we go. I
And
like that.
yeah, so that you pretty much manifested as a protector, a guardian to them.
I'm the
And that's
guardian of the Valley's party
yeah,
of the
but it's
endless
all but
party.
it's also why you're not really into the whole party thing. Like your thing that makes you sparkle is that study of magic and stuff too. So that's kind of like an interesting thing.
Right.
Um so then you have like these Nyxborn quirks, which are things like whenever your weapon strikes something, like it sparks stars, your hair moves as if in a perpetual breeze, your anger smells like burning autumn leaves. Like you glimmer many colors when when the sun shines on you. Uh,
Nice.
like when you laugh, birds erupt in song. Like these are different ideas, so you can like pick something that makes it unique for you.
Those
The
all sound super cool. I kind of like
so
it.
so Thorn is gonna be one of the companions that you're gonna have here. He's also Nyxborn, and his thing is that his fur is green and black instead of the traditional like Leonin fur colors. So like he looks very different because of it.
The Leonins, they're kind of like are they kind of like lions?
Yeah, they're like more lion-like in as far as compared to the other tabaxi, like compared to tabaxi.
Right.
Yeah. But so let's say you're gonna go Nyxborn. Nyxborn gives you, and you're gonna have a +1 from already being quote unquote four adventures in. So you're gonna have 3 points to distribute, and Nyxborn gives you access to either accuracy, beauty, luck, or coolness. Okay.
Okay.
Act. So you can put like +3 into one of these, or +1 into like 1 1 1, or +2 and 1, whatever. So you can distribute those points. Accuracy just gives you +1 to hit for each one you put into it. So if you put 3 points into it, you're just gonna have +3 to all of your things to hit. It does not specify anything that requires to hit. You'll get a +2. Does a
Hmm.
spell require to hit? You get plus to it. Does your weapon swing require to hit? You get plus to it. It if you put 3 points into that, you just pretty much will not miss at this point. Because you're proficient in it, so you're also getting +4, so you're getting +7. And since it's dexterity, your dexterity is +4. So right now, you'd be getting +11 to whatever you hit if you put 3 points into accuracy
Whoa.
with your rapier. Do you see where it's like, yeah, how are you gonna miss? What are you gonna do? You're gonna roll a 1, right? Because as soon as you roll a 2, you're hitting anything that's 12, which hits most low level things. Like you'd never miss against a low level thing is what it is,
Right.
Um, and so it just makes it easier to hit. Beauty is +1 when you heal others. So that means that anything that you do that heals somebody else would get +1 to it. If you put 3 points, it would be +3 to all healing for
Hmm.
other people. Not that great for you necessarily, but it's just there.
Yeah, I'm not really a healer, so.
Yeah. Luck. It gives you +1 to be lucky. So what luck is that when an enemy attacks you with a spell, very specifically a spell, if your luck matches their attack roll. So when they attack you with a spell, so let's say they do a spell that requires an attack roll. Okay, I roll a 22. If you have 3 points in luck and you roll a 19, you add 3 to it and you match. So you've matched or beat their roll. You take no damage. But
Oh.
if you fail, you take maximum damage.
Oh crap.
Right?
Yeah,
So
that would
it's
suck.
yeah,
Wait, so I haven't used, like, I haven't seen luck in a game before, so
yeah.
like you always have the option to roll luck?
Yeah, and the other ability is Aura that does a similar thing. Aura has a limited number of times you can do it. You can always do luck. If you're Nyxborn. Like if once you put a point into luck, you can always do luck. I mean, if you fail, you take maximum damage, but you can always do luck. Um, and then if you get coolness, it also gives you +1 to luck. And then if you get a crit roll, so that means if you roll a 20 on your luck, you have a 5% chance to always do this. Your damage reflects the damage that they would have done to you back to them. So you can put
Huh.
So you can put like 2 points into luck, 1 point into coolness, or 1 point into luck, 2 points into coolness. That once you start going luck coolness, it doesn't matter. You'll end up with a +3. Now that means that if they hit you, mind you, your armor class is going to be like 21 while you're blade singing. So it they already have to like hit you pretty hard, right? But if you're like, well, I'm gonna get hit anyways. If you don't mind taking the chance of taking maximum damage, you can always roll and try and negate it. Like if you're like, oh man, they're gonna kill me anyways. Let me push my luck. If I take maximum damage, I take it. I'm gonna try and reflect it back to them. If you roll a 20, you reflect it back. If you roll high enough that it negates their thing, but that's the thing, right? But when you don't have an armor class of 21 and somebody does a spell that hits you, let's say they hit you with a 15, now when you roll and you get +3, you can go as low as what, like a 12 and still match your beat. So it's like a 40% chance to negate the spell completely. So it's a weird one. I have not fully like this people testing it for me, like a lot of people have one other person has played it and it has not mathematically worked well. So
Huh.
I'm thinking that I need to rework luck and dodge. Um but
I guess if coolness adds to luck. Wait, what? So it would be better just to take coolness then, right? Than
Oh
luck.
no, oh, you need to take luck once and then coolness.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Like you have to have luck to take coolness.
Oh, to take coolness. Ah,
Yeah,
okay, I get it.
yeah. Like, but once you take one of each, it doesn't matter which one you put points into. It all comes out the same in the end. Um,
Okay, and so you get 3 points.
yeah.
Kind of
Uh,
like the idea of maybe trying the luck coolness thing, and then maybe like 1 to accuracy.
yeah. I might have to rework. I'm actually let. How can we make this better? Because it's like the idea is that the luck and dodge is unlimited, while aura and block are limited but more powerful, or not more powerful, but have more of a. They're easier to pull off or to have a flat benefit. Um, it, but it's not really 50-50. But if you can always do it, then you would always do it. So it's not the same thing, right? Hmm. What if maybe if I do luck, maybe if I do change how coolness works. Maybe if I have coolness extend what your crit range is for luck. I mean, at most it would put it up to 17, but making it be a 15% chance to reflect and succeed. I mean, that essentially just makes it gives you a 15% chance to always succeed if I do that. So that's really powerful. And if you can just always do it, I mean,
Yeah.
it,
But then I guess you risk taking,
maximum
failing and
damage.
taking. Yeah.
Yeah, but it does it does push it so that it's more risk reward, but it gives you more reward because right now the reward is so small. Like the chance of doing it is so small. So let me do that. I'm gonna update this. So coolness +1 to luck. If you have luck, a crit roll reflects damage back. Also extends your luck crit range by 1. Okay, so I'm gonna copy that, put it on the other coolness, which is anvil rot. Paste there. Okay, and then I'm gonna add similar text to dodge, which is +1 to dodge. If you have dodge, a crit reflects the damage back. Also extends your dodge crit range by 1. So essentially, what this is saying is that you have since you have to get the other one first. Um, so with 3 points, you get 1 point into luck. Then once you get 1 point into coolness, because you could always crit with luck. 20 like it just didn't reflect it back. So once you get coolness, you automatically have a 10% chance to reflect back. Your second coolness puts it at 18, so that means you have 18, 19, 20, which is a 15% chance. And then once you have 4 points, which is the maximum, you have a 20, 19, 18, or 17, which means you have a 20% chance to reflect damage back from a crit.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, I forgot you can actually put 2 points into
Yeah,
coolness.
so it makes getting the get so essentially you'd only get 1 point into dodge or luck, and then the rest would always go into coolness and techniques. But I don't mind because it's like, and that's fine.
Yeah, I don't. Dodge is that's not part of Nixborn though, right?
No, no, dodge is for oracle or inscrutable.
Ah,
Um, the idea and dodge is for physical attacks. It's essentially luck for physical attacks. The idea is that you dodge
uh,
out of the way and then you use the technique to make them hurt themselves,
oh, nice.
dealing their damage back to them. So and also luck only works with attack spells. So AoE, it does not work with AoE spells.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah. So okay, so change those. Yeah, I think that works better. I'm gonna publish this real quick. So hit updated Gary. Okay, cool. So there you go. Yeah, so if you want to try doing the luck, 1 point in luck and 2 points in coolness, I would love to see how that works out.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Okay. So, um, to be clear on your background, I'm gonna write this down real quick in the thing. Ardonis was born from the mind. Uh, um, was, next born from the collective minds and needs of the satyr to protect protect themselves from a um, colossus that a neighboring city manifested to get them to turn down
Turn down the volume.
the volume.
That's perfect.
um, Afterwards, he that found that he didn't really mesh with the party lifestyle, so he studied magic and fused it with his magical satyr blade singing he was born with. There we go.
I love it, man. That's so trippy.
Cool. So, all right. So there we go. So that is, and so you became an anthropologist because you're like, what is this world about? Let me study its history. You have the magnifying glass that lets you kind of like read worn out things. That actually works out perfectly. Let me look up anthropologist, background anthropologist. Let's see what this says here. Fascinated with other cultures. So, cultural chameleon. Before becoming an adventurer, you spent much of your adult life away from your homeland, living among people different than your kin. You came to understand these foreign cultures. One culture had more influence than the other, shaping your beliefs and customs. Choose a race whose culture you've adopted. So you did not really fit with the satyrs. So who, out of the other races, which one did you pick
Huh. I
for you
guess
to?
that was something I was trying to figure out is like all these races seem very like strength oriented. I was trying to figure out like what's are there any that are like wisdom oriented?
So actually, the humans of Miletus are very much about the intelligence and things like that. So because they're kind of like they're kind of like the Athens of the game. Um,
Okay.
so they would fight, of course, because Athena, but they are much more about that intelligence and things like that, and about having that. So I think maybe that would work out for you.
Yeah, I guess the humans then, right? The humans of the capital, right?
Yeah. So you're like, hey, I'm not that kind of party guy.
Yeah, like yeah, I like to read about the partying,
Yeah.
or I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of I mean, you naturally can perform and and talk and you even have a musical instrument, but you're really because they pictured themselves, but they pictured a hero. So
Right, right, right. Or you know what? Maybe it's like he just resents the Skoa Valley because he's like, damn it, man! Every time they get out of control, I get summoned back there. It's like every 500 years, you know?
Gosh. So yeah. Um. Cool. So let's see. Where's the? Okay. So what's the other thing that they have here for the background? Adept linguist. So you can communicate with humanoids who don't speak the language. For another day. After which you learn a handful of important words, expressions, gestures, enough to communicate on a rudimentary level. So if there's a language you don't know, you're able to spend a day to be able to like just start kind of like at least like asking for water or where the
Figure
bathroom
out the
is kind of
basics.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as traits, ideals, bonds, flaws, I don't know if you want to do any of that. If you want to come up with your own. As we're talking, I think you're already coming up with some personality and stuff, so that's great.
Right,
Um,
right.
some people like to do random rolls. You don't have to.
Yeah, I'll take a look at the things and
Yeah, they
try
have
and
like it's kind of like cool, neat suggestions to kind of like make your character more interesting, like but
right.
and then have you thought of any stunts or um
Man, that's like that seemed really advanced. I was kind of like,
yeah,
how
so
the heck do I get this all to work?
yeah, so you're Nyx born right now, so your choices are single target damage, multi-target damage, and utility. So and what you do is you look at what your class, your subclass, your skills, and your supernatural gifts are to combine. So since you're doing this whole luck and coolness thing, um and you have all this luck and coolness stuff, you have blade singing, you um oh, what skills did you choose for your characters? Character sheet. Ardanist. Okay, so you have Arcana, Investigation, Performance, and Persuasion. Um, so you can look at those kinds of things as well, to kind of like blend together. And then your Nyx born, you're born of the dreams of the satyrs. So, um, actually, the thing you said was really interesting, right? When people really need you, they can accidentally summon you. So
Yeah, I like
so
that.
so let's say like once per long rest, one of your allies can can use can if they need you there, you use your reaction bring the teleports you to them. So like if they go like, man, I really need you over here, like you use your reaction and and you teleport to them once per long rest, something like that kind of thing.
Whoa, that'd be pretty neat. I like that.
Let's see. Let's look at the so that would be a utility thing, right? So it uses low dice for this. So low dice. Um, so what would be the let's see, if we're using low dice and we just want to do none so that we can push the special effect higher. So let's say not once per long rest. Let's just say once. If we say like once per short rest, that means once every fight you get to do this. Yeah. So let's say once per short rest. What would you call this kind of summoning? What would be
Hmm, I guess.
man, this is
Oh, wingman.
wingman? Okay. Okay, so yeah, so wingman. So you have wingman. Whenever somebody needs a wingman, they accidentally teleport you to them once per short rest. you use your react. It uses up your reaction to bring you there. So if you don't have your reaction because of either defensive duelist or warcaster, then unfortunately it doesn't work. But it doesn't use it up either.
Cool. I like it, man.
This is great. This is pretty neat stuff. Let's see here. Okay, this is gonna be okay. Keep that in mind. All right, cool. Yeah, you can go ahead and add that to your thing. I like that. So, and you actually end up you get two. So, but you kind of see like the range, right, of stuff that we can do.
Yeah, totally.
Um, so before you do the second one, let's play a combat encounter. Let's just get your character into combat so you can kind of get a feel for it. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see here. What's your where's the let me take a look at your spells real quick. How many spells can you have prepared right now?
I believe 15.
15? Oh, because you have five on your intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Jeez. So that's one, two, three, four. Well, no, one, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So you can actually have you just have all of your spells. Even the rope trick. Like the rope trick puts it at exactly because Unseen Servant is a free one. Um
Find familiar is a ritual also.
oh, so you don't even need that one. So yeah, you could get like a couple more spells. No, like you get at least one more spell because Find Familiar would be a ritual. Um the Unseen Servant spell from your background can't be cast as a ritual, by the way. You can only just cast it as it is.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know, like it's not a let's see. But yeah, you pretty much have all these spells, like you just have those.
Yeah. I guess yeah, I could maybe add a spell uh later. I kind of need to read up more on these really high level wizard spells are like I mean actually just having this many spells in general I've
Yeah.
uh never done before. So
Yeah. At least this you've been dragging them from the thing, right?
yeah, from the
Yeah.
uh
So
yeah,
it's really cool when you're looking at it. It has like a little black C to show that it's a concentration spell.
right.
So that's really cool because then you can see it's like, oh, this is concentration. This is the
Yeah,
R's are
that's
the
really
ones that
handy.
yeah. So like that really does help. Cool. I was checking out I misclicked and I'd accidentally put the wall of force onto the chat, but and you have a nice spell save DC. So okay, so let's see here. Um, let's move you. Let's move you here. Let's move you here real quick. Go ahead and drag your character onto the screen. There you are. All right. Where's my stuff here? Okay. All right. Come on, unlock. Uh, here we go. Let's start with this one. All right. You one day you were gardening. I don't know. You were you're not gardening. Well, give me something you would have been doing.
I
Give
guess
me.
oh wait. what's the setting?
No, no, just tell me something you were doing. Like you were just being somewhere and
Oh, just chilling under a
yeah.
tree reading a book.
Yeah, so you're chilling reading a book and all of a sudden the tree disappears from behind you and you kind of like fall backwards. And when you look up, um you are in this kind of like thing here in this like
Amphitheater or
arena,
something?
yeah, like a theater, and you see people running away, and you see these harpies kind of descending down. Um, where's the other one? Oh, there it is. It's this one. And they're uh they're attacking people. Um, but you are here. You have all your stuff. You had your familiar from earlier, so that's prepared. But we're going to go ahead and start initiative. Gonna put the harpy, and these people are like, "Oh my God, we're being attacked! Help us! Help us!"
Like, oh man, I've just been summoned.
Yep.
Dope. I was just in a good part of my book. This happens every day. This happens 3 times a day.
I love the idea that this is something that keeps happening to you. The concept of you just like being summoned because people need you enough is kind of hilarious to me.
Pretty great. Yeah.
So so go ahead, click on your character and then open up your character sheet and click on initiative. Perfect. Oh yeah, you've played
Yeah, I've
with
been
Kyle,
playing with
so
Kyle. Yeah.
so we got that kind of going for you now ready, right? That's good. I'm glad because it's like there's so much that
There is a lot in Roll20. Yeah, it's taken a
yeah.
while to learn all this stuff.
So let's see. These guys rolled a 20 and oh my god. Okay. Uh, Apparently all I know how to roll is 19s here. These are 22.
Dope.
Um so let me get some people on here. So after I got the information from you yesterday and I built several encounters for you to test yourself out against.
Okay, cool.
Um, get a couple more people down here. Um, so at the 20, they're gonna. So it's gonna start with this one. So this harpy right here. Let's see. What is her perception? Her perception is so. Let me see if she notices you teleporting in. She does not. She's gonna be busy. So when she comes in though, she does let's see, what's her movement? So oh perfect. She flies over here and she flies over this guy. Hold on. She flies over this guy and you see this kind of like dust like fall off of her onto the guy and all of a sudden he just falls to the ground like like instantly collapses like all of the tension in his body left him and he just collapses to the ground. Um,
I don't think I've ever fought a harpy before. I have no idea what their deal is.
then let's see what these are. They're even worse. So, oh yeah, total failure on their part. So this one here, um, swoops down to this guy, and let's see, she's gonna do 2 attacks. Oh, easily, easily. So yeah, she tears this guy apart, and he dies. this harpy descends on. God damn it! Keep forgetting it. It's been a long time since I've been on Roll20. It's been like I missed all of December.
Yeah, definitely. It's a
Yeah.
lot involved.
She knocks him to the ground, and then she claws against him. He doesn't die immediately like the other guy did. But he collapses to the ground, injured.
So they're just like regular people.
Yeah, they're just people. So right now he's gonna be unconscious. I'm gonna do that for unconscious for right now. And now so those are that. So it's gonna be your turn now.
Okay, let's see here. So, I guess maybe I'll try some melee combat. I haven't actually been doing that in the other game. I've been like hiding and running away a lot.
Yeah.
um, let's see here.
So let's see. This harpy here is 30 feet in the air. The other two are 5 feet above the ground. So they're
Oh, right. They
yeah
they can fly.
yeah they're flying. So
I see. If that's the case. Um,
I have them kind of like floating here, but they're actually sorry. So they're actually like in the same square as the guy that they're attacking.
okay, so
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
I reach this one?
Yeah. Yeah. Within 5 feet. So yeah, you can easily just like hop up and like tag them and stuff. It's not a difficult thing.
Okay, cool. Maybe I will try using the. Oh darn! Thought I had booming blade. I have green flame blade. That's different.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah. If you go back, like if I don't know if you can move across to the other one. Well, no, she's pretty far. Booming blade only does
and
10.
they're up in the air and stuff too,
Well,
right?
no, but well, yeah, but you can hit them with the green flame blade. Like if you want to use it, you can do it.
Oh, what I could do is I have um, extra attack, and it says I can use a cantrip and attack. I was gonna use like like the green flame blade and attack or something, but I could do firebolt followed by just a strike.
You can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action on your turn. Moreover, you can cast one of your cantrips in place of one of those attacks. Damn, that's strong. Because
Yeah, I read
cantrip
that and I
because
was like,
because
that's
because cantrips scale up, so there's no reason to not take the attack action unless you're casting a spell. Because you can just attack and cantrip. It's just so much power.
sweet. Yeah, I felt like I've never seen that before. Um,
Their Eldritch Knight kind of gets something similar, but I think they get it later. I don't. Maybe they get it at level 6. And that feels pretty good. Okay, but yeah. Oh, also,
so
so you take the attack action. You're gonna firebolt. At a 10. 10 is going to miss. It's also a nat 1, so
bummer.
I know if you had just not rolled a nat 1, you would have actually hit.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
bummer.
yeah. Well, no, because if you hadn't rolled a nat 1, you would have gotten an 11, and that's what you needed to hit. The 19 does hit very easily. Deal 9 damage. So let's see. Yeah, so you firebolt, which actually you cast your firebolt and it shoves her down as you jump up and pierce her, with your rapier. She screams in pain. Um, that does cause the other ones to turn around. Do you have any bonus action or anything you can do or want to do?
Let's see here. Bonus action. Oh, the blade song, of course. I might as well, right?
Yeah. Okay. So you blade sing first and then do it. Okay.
Yeah, that would make sense, right? I'm like, oh, I've been called into battle. I shall sing them a song of death.
Yeah. So you start singing. You go in. You do the thing. You do the other thing. So we're caught up with that now. Cool. And so your AC is actually now 12 plus 9. So your AC is currently 21, right? Because you get your intelligence, you get your dex, so that's plus 9 plus the 12, that's 21. Um, because otherwise it's 16 while you're not blade singing.
Right.
All right.
Oh, and I guess hmm, um this is just gonna be like a one fight thing, right?
Yeah, yeah, you're just
So I can just go all out.
yeah, yeah, like you're by yourself against three like dangerous creatures. Go feel free to
So I could throw on the cloak or the robe.
yeah, so yeah, you have the robe, but the robe does take an action.
Oh, it takes an action. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'll leave that for now then. That's good.
Yeah. Did I not put an action? I did not put it as an action, but yeah, to activate. Let me. It's an action when activated. There we go. And then you can change it in your notes here. Bios, where I put it. And as an action. Yay. The device has been modified.
Nice.
Alright, so alright, so this one turns around and she's going to she might reach you. She's gonna move over here. See. And you see her begin to weave a pattern with like her ground talons while she's with her foot talons. As she begins to cast a spell. It's an evocation spell.
Hmm.
So, do you let it go through?
Um. Well, wait a second. So I'm just watching her. She's making a spell.
Yeah, so she's starting to cast a spell. She's gonna finish it soon. I'm giving you a chance to do a reaction.
Oh, reaction.
I saw you had
Jeez.
counter spell. That's why I'm.
Oh, counter spell. Jeez, that's such a good spell. I haven't only seen other people use it in games. Yeah, what the hell? I'll try counter spell.
All right. So, as she's weaving it, you go ahead, use your reaction, you counter spell, and she goes, ah. So that uses up her entire thing.
Nice.
Because it was a second level spell, so you stopped it. Cool. So, um, the harpy that you attacked is going to attempt to attack you. Um, so she's going to um hit you um once and then miss. So she dives down and with her claws, like she just like tries to like stomp you with her claws, and you move out of the way. But then she like does this wild swing and like connects with the back of your head, dealing 7 points of damage to you.
Ouch.
And then she flies flies over here. There we go. And she flies up to 20 feet in the air.
Let's see here. That's that one. Do I get an opportunity attack or?
Well, you used your reaction already, so you won't be able
Oh,
to do
right,
that.
right. That's
Yeah.
the reaction,
Yeah.
right?
So these guys are actually going to take the time to run away. So 2 people got saved there.
Nice.
And this guy here fails death saving throws. So, okay. This one over here goes off chasing against the other ones. So she's gonna disappear, and now it'll be your turn.
Okay.
So this one here is 30 feet in the air. This one here is 20 feet in the air.
30 and 20. Let's see here. If I, if I shot a fireball in the air, could it explode to hit both of them?
Yeah.
Not sure.
What's the explosion radius of a fireball?
Let's see here. What is it? 20-foot
20
radius
foot.
sphere.
Okay. Let's say they're 15. So that's 5, 10, and then 10. So let's Pythagorean theorem this, okay? All right. So we have 10 squared, which is 100, plus 10 squared, which is 100, is 200. Okay, and then you get the square root of 200. Hold on. How do I have to do this? Do I have to do square root 200 equals 14? So yes, they are close enough that you'll hit both of them with one fireball.
Oh, hell yeah. That's what's going down.
All right. So it's a DC 17 to take half, right?
Right.
All right. So that's gonna be that one's, and then this one here is okay. So the one that's north of you fails, and the one that is west of you fails. They both take 29 points of damage.
Hell yeah. Nice.
And so the one north of you, the blast actually incinerates her, and she turns to ash
In midair.
in midair and just whoosh and is gone.
Awesome.
The one that's further up gets burned, but and she's like she seems really pissed off. And so she is now going to start singing. So I need you to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
So I didn't add the +1 to all the different
Oh, that's okay.
saving
So
throws.
when you roll, just add 1 to it. Like
Okay.
it's okay. It's
Cool.
okay for that. Yeah. So you make it. So she starts singing, and you save. So cool. Um, and then she looks at you, and she you see that she's getting even more frustrated as you just like, I don't know. Show me, how would you ignore her song? Like, what are you doing? Like when you're like looking at her, going like, that shit ain't
I'm
working.
like, I'm already singing, and I just start singing louder.
So she starts like stomping her foot in midair, like in frustration. Like you just see like
like the legs just kicking like both at the same time. Like, ah!
Ah, like, yeah, sing off.
Let's see here. Let's roll this guy's. Okay, so he's up one. So it's gonna be one. That means that this one here is going to spend a turn coming back, and she's gonna end up. Let's see, how much movement does she have? 25 feet, so she's gonna go up to here. And she's traveling at 10 feet above ground. Okay. So this one's flying back towards you. After she heard the singing, it kind of like communicated for her to come back. That's her turn, and so now it's your turn.
Okay. Well, that first fireball seemed mighty effective. Let's let's go and throw out another one. Let's see, where are these?
Okay. Let's see. So I'm gonna do the the cuter little anime harpy first. She's gonna fail, and then the one that just came flying back. She also fails. So 22
Nice.
damage. Okay, so they're still up, but yeah, the one that came flying back, as she's coming flying back, you shoot the fireball so that she like flies into the blossoming of the fireball, and it starts burning her feathers, and she like falls to the ground, and she's incapable of flying as you've burnt
Ah.
off her feathers.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Um,
Yikes.
yeah, where's my? So her flight is gone. So she lands and she's like coughing up like smoke, like she's like and she's like shaking off like burnt feathers and like flapping her wings, and she's just like screeching in annoyance. So now this one, she's going to swoop down towards you. So until she's 5 feet above you, and so she's right above you. Like I'm putting her at an angle so you can still like touch your character, but she's on the same
Right.
space as you, and she just starts like going wild on you. Okay, like just really laying it on there. So that's gonna like
Like
she's like
attack.
she's taking all four of her attacks on you.
Oh, wow. She's got 4 attacks. Damn.
Yeah. So but the first one's gonna miss. Second one misses. Third one misses, and the last one hits. Um,
16,
well, no, oh, she gets +6. It's 22. Um,
22. Darn.
so you do have a reaction though. So once again, you can do your
Oh yeah,
defensive
I've got that
duelist.
reaction, right? Which
Yeah, so adds
what
4.
I adds 4. Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so she starts laying it on, and as one last attack starts going, you use your reaction, defensive duelist, and you boom, your sword comes up and parries. So like you dodge, 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 boom, parry, and she's just like,
Parry.
God, she is fucking pissed, man. She is just like she can't touch you.
She's just
She
like, God,
can't
this guy wasn't here like 10 minutes ago. We were just gonna like pillage this town.
she can't
Damn it.
outsing you. She can't hit you. She is pissed. The frustration is there. Let me get the roll on this guy first since it's at the 20. Oh, another death. Let's see. Fail. So that's a 2. Um, so this one here. So let's see. She can no longer fly. She is grounded. Um, so she's going to try singing at you. So she's grounded. She starts chirping this one. It's kind of like a pitiful song. I need you to make a DC 11 Wisdom saving throw. All right, you make it. So you're still you're out singing her as well, but she's like she can't do anything else. She then goes and um kind of like hobbles away, like she's trying to, like as she's like walking away, she's like chirping like no no no
Yeah.
no no no
No,
no
chirp.
chirpa 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 chirpa.
I'm burning.
And it'll be your turn.
So I don't know how this works exactly with the extra attack. Do both attacks have to be on the same thing, or
No, you can like attack one here and one there. So like you can attack
so I could
up.
fire off like a firebolt at the
Yeah.
one that's hobbling away?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Throw that at her. See if that
Ooh,
doesn't
that
hit.
hits. That hits. That hits.
Oh hell yeah! Nice. Uh, 10
Okay.
damage. Fire.
All right. She goes.
Is she? Did I
No,
vaporize her, or she's
no,
just
no.
really?
She's really
She's
close though.
just smoldering.
Yeah, yeah. Almost
Oh,
there.
the one oh crap! The one that's above me. How high is she?
Oh, she's only 5 feet. Like she's
Okay, so
just above you.
I can reach her. All
Yeah.
right, nice. Um, try that rapier.
Yeah, that hits.
11 piercing.
11 piercing. Okay. Um, you stab up and your rapier um goes like, because she has like kind of like these like bird talon legs, like your rapier pierces like across like her ankle and like her thigh, like it goes like across the bend of the leg, so you hit like multiple spots at once. And
Ouch.
and she starts gushing blood down your blade and over you so that you get soaked in blood. Whenever I
So
describe
I'm sparkly and bloody.
Yeah, so whenever I describe something like that, what's happening is that they got bloodied. Um,
Oh, okay, right.
with some enemies, when you bloody them, they get disadvantage on things. With the harpies, for example, whenever people bloody them, depending on how they do it, it usually means that they lose their ability to fly somehow. Um, with other ones, I just indicate that they've taken enough damage. They're tougher, so they don't get the negative, but I indicate that they've taken enough damage. In this case, they're bloodied, which means that they have taken more than half of their health in damage.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so that's what that means. So you have bloodied the one above there. The fireball bloodied the other one earlier. Um, all right. So the one above you is now upset. She feels like she can't really hit you or anything, so she's going to go ahead and disengage so that you do not get an attack of opportunity, and she's going to fly here.
Uh,
This other one continues to hobble, trying to hobble away, and she gets 20 feet further out of the view of the map.
uh, okay.
The guy behind you, come on, succeed. So he's about to die. He has 2 and 2. Okay, it's your turn.
Um, let's see here.
So this one here is actually 20 feet further south than what this is. Just we're at the edge of the map. So.
Oh, right. Yeah. So even an area of an effect spell wouldn't be able to get both of them.
No,
Yeah.
but you can definitely run up and at least like snipe her or something. The other one, she only just got bloodied after you did like over like 50, 60 points of damage to her with 2 fireballs and a stab. So
Wait, how high is she in the air?
she is she's only 10 feet in the air.
Okay.
And the other one's on the ground, like hobbling away.
So could I catch up with the one that's running away?
Well, hold on. How far? Oh, did you drag yourself out of the map?
Oh, did I? No,
Okay,
let's
okay.
see. I was next to the guy, right?
Yeah, so hold on. So let's see. How far away is that? So that's 25 feet. You get an additional 10 feet of movement. So you have 40 feet of movement, right?
45, yeah.
45 feet of
So that'd
movement?
be 55
Yeah,
total.
yeah, you can go right next to her, yeah.
All right. Well, can run up next to her and see if I can't.
Are you gonna just take the attack action and stab her or something, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the attack action to do the old stabby stab.
Okay, that hits. Yep. That's actually so you come up and she's hobbling away and you just like stab. Actually, describe it to me. Finish her off.
Oh yeah, so I'm just singing my cheerful blade song right on up to her, and yeah, I try to get my last note of the song out through her own voice by just piercing her right through the back, and
Yeah.
she's
Okay.
like, ah!
Yeah. So she's like she was chirping. You just come up behind her to stab her right behind the neck and just, and
Like,
she
yes,
she
that will
dies.
do it.
So you can still do a cantrip against the other one.
And then yeah, I'll throw down the let's see here, the fire bolt.
That also hits.
Nice. Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay. 17. All right. Cool. So she's now going to take a double action and fly 80 feet away from you. So she flies 80 feet. She's still in vision. But I believe that she's still in range of that firebolt. Yeah, firebolt's 120 feet. Let's see. How much did she move here? Hold on. She moves. Stupid turn order boxes in the way. She moves 40, so yeah, so she's 80. Where's my ruler? Ruler. 80. Yeah, she's 100 feet away from you right now.
Okay, so
So you can't like without even moving up, you can hit her with the firebolt.
oh, let's see. Oh yeah, without even yeah, all right. Well, I guess I'll aim to do that.
This guy over here dies.
14.
14 on her. Hits.
Nice.
12. Okay. She's still up in the air. You can chase her down. But she moves. If she keeps moving, she's gonna move 80 feet around. So she.
Well, I guess I'll keep chasing after her. Let's see.
55.
So did she just
Let's
keep
see. So
flying upward.
yeah, so she's got she also flies upward. Let's see. So she was like 40 feet further than here. So that means you're minus you move 55. Hold on. She's 100. You move 55, so you're 45 feet away from her, and then she moves 80. So she's out of range now. So now, hold on, I'm gonna move you over here so we can kind of indicate things. Okay. So
Wait, what?
hold
Let's
on.
see.
No,
Oh,
I'm just doing the math here.
oh, I see. Okay. So wait. So how far away is she?
125 feet now.
So I could still get her with a fireball.
Well, oh, the fireball. You gonna fireball her in the air? Go for it.
Yeah, why not? Right?
Yeah. You're like, you're not getting away from me.
It's like, yeah, this is guess
So she's gonna take half damage. So go ahead and click on the fireball.
26.
So 13. Okay.
Is that
So
enough or no? She get away.
no, no. So you chase her another 55 feet. And then she's gonna add another 80. So she's 125. Chase 55. So you subtract 5. That's 120 minus 5. So that's 80. So now she's gonna be 160 feet away from you.
Yeah, she got away.
All right. She got away with 8 hit points.
Darn it.
But you're like, now you're like covered in blood. You're tired. Some people died, but at least you stopped
At
more of
least
them from
I
dying. And
stopped
you,
the bulk of them. And wait,
yeah,
how many people? Oh, damn, they're all dead.
2 people
Wait.
died. 2 people died. 2 people escaped.
Okay, cool.
But you're like, oh man.
Well, like, hey, for a guy who's just reading his book, minding his own business, and
Yeah,
gets teleported over, not too bad.
not too bad
Saved
there at
half of them.
all. Yeah. So, let's see here. Um, so cool. That is going to give you 2,200 experience points.
So you do XP, not milestone.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So, let's see. If I click here, your current experience points is going to be base level, level 10, and then you're gonna add 2,200 to that.
See, what is the base level?
All right. Did you notice anything that you're missing with while you were playing there? I mean, you're not lacking in reactions. You got counterspell, you got defensive duelist.
Yeah, I like that counter spell. Wow, that's I mean, I don't know what she was about to cast, but it's pretty neat. Like, I've never
Yeah.
played. Actually, Druid, I think, is probably the biggest caster I've ever played. So this is like about as magical as it gets, right? Wizard.
Yeah. Yeah, the blade singing thing is pretty cool. So that was a pretty cool thing there. All right. So there that. All right. So
And I like the yeah, I like the defensive duelist. That's pretty handy. That's actually very handy. I remember in another game I had shield, and I would just cast out all my level 1 spells on shield.
yeah.
But this is pretty sweet that it just, you know, basically use it as much as I want.
All right.
So you were saying if the wingman thing goes off, that would spend my reaction. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, it's still your thing. So, like, whenever you get the pull, I'm gonna imagine that you're like, that by the time you get it to your allies, it's when you start being able to control it. So that way, like, you approve of the pull kind of thing.
Oh,
Um,
so it's not just totally
yeah,
random.
yeah. Right now it's random because we're testing out your character, but when you're actually in it, when your ally asks for you to be next to them, you feel the pull and you use your reaction to get to them.
Oh, okay. I see.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So we're playing through this, and I'm like, you know what? This kind of works out because then I can test out the stuff, and it can
I
just
kind of
be.
like that he doesn't actually have control over it.
I think right now it's cool because it's sort of like, and then but then once you're in game, it'll be cool to have him have control over it. I think.
Yeah.
But
I love it actually though
uh,
when stuff goes wrong or sideways. Like,
uh,
oh boy. Although I don't know, like from what I saw watching you guys play before, it's some pretty hefty enemies. Like, I guess I would be a little afraid of going down.
yeah. So
Uh,
let's see here. Yeah, there we go. That was a good fight. Switch to this one. All right. Okay. So what is the base level for experience 5e there? Leveling up 5e. Level 10 is 64,000. Two of the people die, so I'm gonna take off 200. So just do a flat 2,000 so that you're 66,000.
66,000. All right. Uh, okay.
Okay. Cool. All right. So that's the other thing. Like if you're looking at your character sheet, if I click on a different thing, it moves it for you as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, right.
So like sometimes I'll be like reading something on somebody's character sheet and they change things. I'm like, damn it. So let me make
I
sure.
guess is there how do you change like saving throw numbers? Can you actually do that or I would just say just add a 1 when I'm in game?
Yeah, just add a one while in game for now, because you need the
Yeah.
weapon for it, so it doesn't. So if you
Oh,
ever
right. So
don't
it's
have,
not necessarily right if I lose my weapon.
yeah, teleport to an ally who asks for it as a reaction. Just adding a little bit more information to it. Once per short rest. That's good.
Nice. I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah, one time for short rest, teleport to an ally who asks for it as a reaction. It's a great stunt. I love that.
Like, damn it.
All right. Okay. So did that give you kind of like a feeling for your character a bit?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
All
I
right.
like that.
Okay. So all right. So as after you helped the town, there was you go back to studying. There's a bit of a request for the um from Miletus, and they were asking you to look into some these plants coming to life and attacking road construction.
Huh.
Um,
Okay.
and when you went out there, there was this guy who was there, and he pretty much said that Nylea was off on a hunt, and there was a phoenix that that he was trying to protect, because Erebos was sending a Titan to come kill the phoenix egg so that it wouldn't be reborn. And he asks you if you could go and distract um, this colossus, made up of dead bodies, that shows up to collect um, things for Erebos, and he was hoping you could just not necessarily fight it toe to toe, but if you could go stop it.
Yeah, that's what Ardonis does.
All right, so we're gonna move over here. I'm going to let me get rid of this previous battle stuff, and let's put you on the left side somewhere. So go ahead and put yourself somewhere on the left there.
Oops.
The left side of the bridge. Okay. Cool. And see if I see. Sorry, one moment. Oh, by the way, what kind of familiar do you like to have?
Let's see. There's like one. Isn't there one that's like a flying cat? Or am I just making that up?
That is a that's a Kyle thing, I think,
Oh, okay. Let's see
or
here.
from something that he likes or something. I don't know. I don't. I think
I'm
in the
just looking at
actual book, there's only certain things.
right.
Let's see here.
Okay, I see him now. I think I'd probably go with yeah, probably an owl.
An owl, okay. That's the same thing that
Oh, is that Argos's?
yeah, but that's okay because there's two different owls I can do.
I mean, I could do a hawk. Yeah, maybe I'll run with a hawk.
Okay. Looks like a butterfly.
Nice.
I
A
drive.
giant moth.
Doesn't it? It doesn't look right. It doesn't. It's because it's
No,
got.
it looks like a hawk. Yeah, you can see the tail feathers and stuff.
There you go. Just it's because it was stretched a bit. That's why it looks so. All right. So yeah, this guy's there, and it's so all you have to do is slow him down from crossing the bridge. Okay.
Oh, from crossing the bridge. I see.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna put him in turn order. He's coming in, so you have 1 turn to go ahead and add yourself to initiative, and then figure out what you want to do before he moves into screen. Like, he's still off screen. I'm just putting him on the map so because you can definitely see him from far away.
Okay. Let's see here. How do I get that initiative? So I gotta highlight my guy first, right?
Yeah, because so that it'll automatically add it. Cool. And let me.
So I think the first thing I'm gonna do is throw on that.
And then go ahead and
My.
roll for your familiar.
Oh, right. Okay.
You can have it dismissed if you want. I just wanted to at least have it in the.
In there, yeah. Why not? Let's see. Oh yeah. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do is throw on my amazing robe.
Yeah. I assume it's always on because it's like clothing you wear. Like,
Oh well, I mean, I guess activate it or
okay.
turn it on.
All right. So when you do something like that, if what you can do is when you click on your icon, there's a little gear. Okay.
Okay.
If you click on that, you have a bunch of stuff. If you scroll down a bit, there's a thing called token aura.
Yeah.
You do square, you type in 40, and you choose a tint, and then you save setting. Go ahead and try doing that.
Whoa, my God! It's that big.
Mm-hmm.
Holy smokes! Wow, that could really mess up my party.
And what I can do is I can actually go here. Hold on, where's the settings for this? Where here we go. Where player permissions can see, and then your allies could see the effect that you're having. So since your familiar is going first, you can send your familiar out of the square.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. So I guess a hawk. Let's see here. So hawks can move 60 feet.
Oh, I moved them 45, so.
And
50. So he could be all the way over here.
so familiars, they can give you help, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yes. Well, putting on the robe, that counts as my action. Is that right?
Oh, activating it? Yeah.
Yeah, or activating it. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and then this guy's going to be coming my way, so maybe I'll use my movement. Can move. Oh, bonus action, blade song.
Okay.
And then that'll throw me up to 55 feet. Take me over to there.
And then you'll activate the robe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, crap. Where's my bird?
Over here.
How far did it move? That was 60 feet. Can they do the dash action?
Yeah. Here, if I move him back 60 feet, he's not in the thing. But
Oh
you want,
yeah, right.
but you want to hold on. Yeah, you can move him 60 more feet forward, or because you want him to pretty much like swoop in later, right?
Yeah.
And I'll put him 20 feet up. So when these, if you click on your bird, do you see the blue circle? How it says 20? I use that to track the height of characters that are flying. I can see everybody's, but not everybody can see it. Oh wait, hold on. I have not assigned this bird to you. Give me a moment. No wonder you can't do anything. What's wrong with me? There. Save. Okay.
Okay.
Now you should be
So
able to.
20. Yeah, I see that.
Oh wait, can you click on him now?
Yeah.
Okay. I
So
have
20, 20 is the HP, is that right?
no, 20 is how high it can
Oh,
move.
how high he is. Oh, okay.
Hold
Oh,
on.
his HP is only, whoa my god. It's only one?
Yeah, yeah. Um
Wow. He's not gonna live too long.
there you go.
Well,
Save
keep him
settings.
flying in
Okay,
there.
now you have control. There we go. I kind of messed up a bit. Cool. The name I'm gonna what's his name? Give me what's a good name. I'm gonna call him Aquaman. There we go. Okay. Hello?
Yo.
Alright, cool. So you do that. This guy, so that's that and that. So this guy comes into view. What is his movement range? Okay, so moves here, and he sees you, and um, from his body, a bunch of corpses come flying out.
Shit. Corpses. Yikes.
Yeah, let's where's my thing at? Here it is. Here we go. And those go up to from him. So there and there. They land and they let's see. She's gonna be 16.2. Yeah. Sending. Okay. So he tosses them out. As soon as they land, they start staring at the thing. And what's the DC that I gave it?
Let's see here.
Put it on the bio of your thing.
Oh,
14.
14?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that the top one made it, and the bottom one is hypnotized. So I'm gonna put a little no thing on him. And now it's
My Hawk's turn.
your Hawk's turn.
Um, I guess. So I could use the help. I could. Can I say it would be, I guess, flying near the Colossus to distract it as a form of help?
Mm-hmm. So move it one more block closer so that it can provide help. There we go. All right. And then it's gonna take the help action. Cool. 20 feet puts it at the Colossus's head. Or within 5 feet of its head. Okay. These guys. So it's been one turn, so your AC gets increased by 1.
Right.
So I'm gonna let's see. Let's do that with. Is there anything that looks defensive? I'm gonna do this one here. 1. You've spent 1 turn not moving. So your AC is increased by 1 for right now. So your blade singing, which puts you at 21, which means with this you're at 22 AC.
Right.
This guy is going to he's going to go ahead and move up since he was not affected by the thing. The end of his turn gets to save again, but for right now he attacks you. And misses severely. And the other one is still hypnotized, is not gonna save. And now it's your turn.
Okay. So now it's my turn. I will get a green flame blade. That probably misses, huh?
7 misses.
Yeah. And here. So I got 2 attacks. 1 and I'll just try again.
Well, no, you can only do one of them as a cantrip. So
Oh, as a cantrip, that's right.
Yeah, so the next
Oh,
one, the
okay.
other one
So it'd
has to
have to
be.
be just the rapier.
Yeah.
I see. Let's see here. Ba-dum-ba-bum. Oh my god, getting real low rolls here.
Yeah. Also, don't forget, you're using the Lucky Blade Rapier. It is a +1 weapon.
Oh, okay. So it's 11.
Yeah, but that still misses.
That's still really low. Yeah.
You're just rolling low. It happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So this guy, as soon as he's, and then hold on, the guy who attacked you, I have to do his save at the end. Okay, he saved against 14. So this guy walks in. First time walking in, and he fails his save as soon as he steps inside.
Nice. So
So
he's just mesmerized.
yeah, totally mesmerized right now. Your Hawk's turn.
Oh wait, oh right, I see. I guess he'll just keep flying around this thing as a distraction.
All right. These guys, let's see, this guy had saved before, so he attempts to attack you again and misses. Your turn. Hold on, let me roll his save. He made his save. This guy who keeps trying to wail on you is definitely keeps failing the saves. You are now at 2 armor class bigger than before.
Nice. Okay. What was that roll for 18?
Oh, that's the save against your the hypnotic of your robes.
Oh, so the 2 undead
From
are.
this guy. Yeah, well, this guy keeps saving. So he keeps saving. Once one of them fails, they're just there. stuck until somebody hits them or you move. And then once you move, if they're still inside, they get to take an action before they save. They save at the end of their turn. So.
Okay, well, I will use my attack on the guy right next to me.
Yeah, that hits.
Nice. 10 piercing. And I'll use the extra attack as a firebolt towards the other undead.
Okay, that critically hits.
Oh, hell yeah! Nice.
So when you click on the damage, it'll automatically do both, which is holy crap! You rolled a 2 and a 3 on the.
Oh, rough.
Yeah. So that's 13 damage. Okay. So puts him there. All right. Okay. Oof. We're slogging through this, man. This is so that breaks him out though of the thing.
Oh, it breaks him out of the charm?
Yeah.
Ah, interesting.
So this guy, he's still in the charm. It becomes your hawk's turn.
So
Yeah.
my hawk can also be affected by the charm.
Yeah.
I see. Then I guess he'll just be
Helping.
helping. Yeah.
Yeah. For now.
Even though this Colossus is probably already super distracted by
the pattern. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say this guy misses you. This one runs up to you and attacks you and misses, and then let's see, they're each gonna save. So the one out here saves again, but then this one becomes hypnotized again.
Ah.
And then it's your turn. And so your armor class goes up by 1.
Green flame blade.
Misses.
Oh, man. Rough. And then regular attack.
On the one below you?
Yeah.
Okay, that hits. It's okay. Alright. Colossus is still there. Hawk's still there. The one that isn't thingy attacks you, misses. Saving throw fails, and now he is incapacitated. Now it's your turn. So now your attack against an incapacitated foe is with advantage.
Oh, nice. Cool. So
when you attack, it just
oh man, it's
take the
still
12.
really low.
Yeah, the 12.
Oh, but
The 12 does not penetrate their skin.
thick skin. All right. Let's see here.
The repair does though.
Be 10 piercing.
Yeah, so it's with so when you do when you attack something that is like this, if you hit, it automatically becomes a crit. So go ahead and do damage one more time for me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, just hit the repair again. Oh, actually, we'll just take the rolls minus the. So it's gonna be 2. Yeah, 2. So that means you did 12 damage, and you knock him out of being incapacitated.
Stupefied. Yeah.
Those are still there. Then he tries to attack you again. And it's only a 20. You're currently at 24 AC, so he misses.
That's awesome. 24. Wow.
Roll the thing, and he fails his save. And then it's your turn.
Oh, I guess I'm just gonna. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna.
Green
I'm gonna
flame blade
keep just
again.
using my sword on its own. I don't know. That green flame blade just isn't
No, you're just
working
you're
for me.
just rolling low. That's
Yeah.
all. That's all it is. Okay. So the first one hits. Just roll the damage on the first one for now. That's actually enough. You kill the one that's underneath you. So the second one
Nice.
hits. It's 12. I'm just gonna take the yeah, roll one more time for the rapier. For the crit. Oh, you did the same thing. So you got it's only 8 plus 8, so 16. So you did 20 damage to him this time. You like slice off the bottom of his jaw. He's still up though, but he starts moving again. Let's see, this guy's gone. Hold on, you're actually at 4 now. This. Okay. This guy is next to you, attacks you, misses, does a saving throw, fails, he's incapacitated again. You get to attack him.
And I am loving my amazing robe. Okay, I guess I'll just do the 2
Okay.
sword strikes
Well,
again.
the first one hits and critically hits, which is oh, it automatically rolled a crit because you did roll a crit on it. And that is enough, so you kill him. So now your second attack can be a cantrip if you want against the big
Oh,
guy.
okay, cool. Yeah, maybe I'll throw a fire bolt at him.
Actually, 5. So you are now at maximum on the thing, and you have 5 turns left until it expires.
Let's see, so the firebolt. So
Uh,
having had my hawk use the help action, that
well,
doesn't.
plus he's incapacitated, so you're actually rolling a 17.
Oh, okay, cool. Does that
So
hit or?
let's see here. That does hit him. And it's going to critically hit. So go ahead and click the damage again. That's 21, 31 damage.
Nice.
But it does wake him up. He like shakes off the hypnotic pattern. He stands still and he moves forward.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yikes.
And he swings down his massive weapons on you, and oh yeah, now I roll high.
Oh. So what is that? Just 18, or is there a plus to that?
That is 25. That
Okay.
misses you because you're currently at 26 AC.
That's so awesome. Oh my god. I'm just like glimmering, just like glamorously evading strikes.
You're like, because so what happens is like the pattern gets so bright that essentially, it's harder to hit you. So, um, of course, if they can blind sense or something, then they can just it negates it. But
Oh right. Yeah.
by all
But I
technicalities, um,
yeah.
but yeah, you between the blade singing and this,
This is awesome. Oh
I
my
roll,
god.
I
For
roll,
for
I,
a
ro-
wizard?
I rolled an 18 and missed you. Okay, his second attack got. So I need a 19 or higher to hit you. Yeah. Oh,
This
jeez.
is awesome. I'm like single-handedly taking on a colossus.
All right.
That's
It's your
awesome.
hawk's turn. You can risk it. Um,
Oh, I'm not gonna bring him in.
I mean,
Yeah,
you can
I
bring
might as
him
well.
in. You can bring him in and give you the help action once.
But after that,
But yeah, but hold on, I forgot to roll the guy's save at the end. Really? Okay.
what was this? I forgot what the save was.
14, but he doesn't get a bonus on his wisdom, so he failed.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Yeah,
So it's like I don't even need my helper hawk
not with this right now.
if this guy's just all mesmerized.
Yeah, so it'll be your turn.
All right, here we go. Gonna throw down the old stabby stab.
Okay, that hits and critically hits, so go ahead and roll it. Roll the damage twice. So that's gonna deal 23 damage. Okay.
Second
And
attack. That
now this
probably doesn't
one,
take.
does normal and but misses. Yeah, he's no longer since you hit him, no longer thingied. Okay. Then it becomes his turn. So he's gonna attack again. Miss and critically hit.
Ooh. Wait. So what does that turn into total for his hit?
Well, so his hit total becomes 27, but a critical hit automatically hits regardless.
Oh yeah, crit's a crit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So so that's gonna hit. Let's see. This is gonna. It's gonna do. The first things first is that he deals um 25 damage to you. And I need you to make a DC 14 um uh athletics or acrobatics roll.
I guess I'll aim for the acrobatics.
Right. And I believe you have advantage on that, so you get to roll. We get to take the 15. So as he slams down, um he tries to like the hammer like the hammerhead like splits open and tries to like grab onto you, and you because you notice that the weapons he has is made up of dead bodies,
Oh,
and like they come to life and try to like grab you, not like life, but they like animate in a weird way and try to grab you, but you dodge out of the way of being grabbed even though you got hit.
wow, that's a terrifying sight.
um and he fails his save, so he is hypnotized again. And we're leaving the hawk outside, and it's your turn again. You
All
are
right.
almost out of turns with the extra armor and the hypnotizing. So make what you can of it.
Let's see here. How many turns do I have left?
Well, you've been at it for 7, and you only get 10. So when
Oh, well,
yeah.
that's not bad.
uh,
Well, gonna go for stab and stab.
all right. So um both of those will hit. Um, the first one's going to be a critical hit. So go ahead and roll the first one twice.
Well, that's not a crit. That's not a natural crit, right?
No, not a natural crit. It's just a crit because he's
Oh,
hip-
because he's mesmerized. All
yeah.
right.
So
Okay.
minus 19. And then the second one, it still hit because we take the first roll, but it does not crit, and he takes 12. Excuse me, 12 from that. Okay.
Let me double check on something here. Okay. So during those first few hits, you when you stab him, he a black ichor begins to leak from his body, because his whole body is a collection of corpses that
Yeah.
is roughly humanoid shaped, and even his weapons are corpses.
Wow.
Like,
That's
yeah, his fingers are bodies. Like,
no way. That's so gnarly.
but you've stabbed him enough that he's now producing the black ichor. He is going to attack you, miss and miss. And then he's going to do a
Swing
save,
and a miss.
and he's hypnotized again. And Hawk stays out, and it'll be your turn. This is at 8.
Aha, loving it. Loving it.
All right, you critically hit him for the first one, which is minus 18. And then the second one is... Oh, actually, I need to subtract 8 from the damage you've done. Hold on. Let's see. For him. Because technically the second roll is only the roll that I get, not the bonus for. And then minus 6. Sorry. It's okay. It's just I only did it a few times. All right. So that's him. He gets he's conscious again. His turn. He attacks you a couple times. He's like, he crits again. So that's gonna do.
Yikes.
It's gonna do 15 damage to you. And I need you to make a DC 14 acrobatics saving throw, since that's what you chose, to avoid the hammer splitting open and grabbing you. Hammer made of dead bodies. Okay, you
Oh,
succeed.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm just breakdancing.
Yeah. While singing and kaleidoscoping.
Yes, exactly. Kaleidoscoping, shining, breakdancing.
All right,
Nice.
He fails his save again, and Hawk, and it'll be your turn.
So what round is this now?
So
This is we have 2
oops,
more.
oops. So after, yeah, you have next turn it'll still be up, but then after that it drops at the end of
It'll
your
go
next turn.
down. Okay.
So the 25 hits, the 10 misses, so you'll only get your critical hit.
So the second one's not with advantage.
No.
Okay. Well, still pretty nice damage right there.
Yeah. Okay. So he's back up. He swings at you a couple of times. The 19 will hit you because it'll be 20.
Reaction defensive duelist.
All right, so he's swinging. And you parry the giant weapon. You go, "Bing, jwah."
Nice.
And yeah, there we go. And then let's see if he saves. He saves, so he's
Oh,
not
he
under the
saves.
effect.
Oh.
And this is your last turn with it, so.
All right, I'm just gonna keep going with the old stabby stab.
So the 14 hits and the 22 hits. But regular because he's not unconscious.
Regular, right? Okay.
And just
17.
as the light fades, you leap up and pierce through his head, made up of different things, into the eye that has no actual eyeball in it, into some core that shatters all of the bodies apart, and you kill
No
him.
way! Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. Taking out a Colossus in style. Yes, that was killer.
Nice,
Oh
nice,
man, that
nice.
just goes right alongside with his backstory.
It just proves that this is what he can do.
This
Is
is
what
what
that
he was
does.
designed to do, right?
Nice. You're gonna get 1,800 experience points for that. So you can
Man,
add
I
that in.
like this amazement, the amazing robe and the amazing sword. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
Cool. I'm literally throwing things at you to kind of test everything that I gave you and
That
just
was
read it
killer.
through.
That was so awesome because it was like just stacking as much AC as humanly possible.
How long does the Blade song supposed to last?
uh, Let me see here. Oh, 1 minute.
1 minute. So when you activated it at the same time as the robes, your Blade song was about to end as well.
Oh wow, that
So
would have been my running moment. Yeah, for sure.
yeah, so like if you can stack them, but like if you don't stack them, like you can like have more extended fights, but stacking them is really powerful. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's killer, man.
Like it slows everything down to a crawl trying to get to you. It gives you a chance to do a bunch of stuff. Um that was
I mean, it
excellent.
makes the strikes that much more effective. Yeah, because I mean, how much can you really do with just a, uh, rapier?
Yeah. Yeah, so that was
That was sweet. I like.
nice, nice.
Yeah, I guess you can't really do that. Like, uh,
Yeah, but like if your friends were nearby, that would have been
oh,
a
I
problem.
know. That would just ruin them. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, like it's
I have to like hide in a corner if I'm ever gonna do that
yeah,
with the party.
but it's good to know. It's I think that's a plus you get now you get an idea of like how big
Right.
that
Yeah, I
effect
didn't
really
realize that
is.
it's massive.
Yeah,
Right.
cool. All right, let's go back over here. So after that you found out that you managed to actually protect the phoenix and it was born. Um and it flew off.
So phoenixes are like good creatures.
Not necessarily. But the person who you're talking to was a druid of Nylea, and
Oh, okay.
so what happened was is that the egg was in the way that this road was getting built, and the egg was in the way of the road. And so he was trying to stop the road construction long enough for the egg to be born, but at the same time, Erebos was trying to stop the phoenix from being born because phoenixes stop people from dying.
Uh, I see.
Yeah,
Oh, right. That makes sense then. The undead uh, giant.
yeah. So,
I gotta take just a quick bathroom break here.
yeah, yeah.
Back on.
Hey. All right. Sorry. How's everybody doing? Got anybody watching? There we go. 2 viewers. Yay. Thank you for hanging out. If you're watching, really appreciate you guys being here. Super awesome. Um, so this is kind of like an introductory adventure. We're testing out his character, Ardonis, so that the Dune Moon Shadows from the other game as well. Ardonis, so that he can
kind of like get a feel for the character, get a feel for things, because he still needs one more stunt for my game. Let me show you guys that. So he's a Nyxborn. He has one stunt already, which is the utility um, effect. So based on how he's been playing, we have um, a rapier, we have the green flame blade as kind of things that are really standing out for him, and his blade singing. So um, actually, the blade singing kind of like counter charmed the harpies. I think that was kind of interesting. Although that would kind of like take away from like a bard's ability to counter charm. Um, so I don't know about approving something like that. Let's see. But again, that would be a second utility thing. He does have his extra attack, so um, his bonus action is blade singing. I don't know what other kind of bonus action thing he can do. While he's blade singing, that would be kind of a cool thing or a neat effect for him to be able to do. Um,
Back online here.
Hello, welcome. I was thinking out loud about like different concepts of your stunt or something based on what you've been doing so far. Um, and I don't like to infringe on other classes' abilities too much. So I was like, oh, maybe you could like counter charm with the blade singing, but then I'm like, that kind of infringes on the on bards because that's a 6th level bard ability to counter charm. Um, so I was like, nah, because you kind of like outsung the harpies. I thought that would be a little off. So not too sure on that. But yeah, I was just kind of like going through my head about the different things you were doing.
Yeah.
That battle was just cloak and stab.
Cloak and dagger. Yep.
Yeah.
That's killer.
So let's see here.
So how many stunts do you
Oh, so yeah, so you get stunts at certain levels. You get it at level 4, 8, 12, and 16.
okay.
So because you're level 10, you get 2 stunts.
Right.
Um,
So let's see. Trying to remember um, how you create the stunt again. You take your class, your subclass.
well, so I mean, you pretty much you get something about yourself, and you like either combine it or use it to kind of have a an idea of what you're doing, and then you take what your supernatural gift is, which in your case is Nyxborn, and Nyxborn
Oh, right.
has kind of like pre-made concepts of what your focus is. So it's with Nyxborn, it's very much about putting out damage. Um, your first one was utility, but the whole point of the Nyxborn is that you do a lot of damage. Um, and it's either single target damage, where you can either use a high die or a 2x low die, or multi damage, which uses 2x average die across a group of enemies.
Let's see. Wait, where is that written? The
Oh, it's if you in the website under stunts and supernatural gifts. So Therosian Tales, player knowledge base, stunt and supernatural.
okay, I
And
see.
then
Supernatural gifts and the stunts. Oh, okay, now I'm seeing it. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, and right now you guys are only tier 4 on your ranks. So once you get to tier 2, all of your dice get double too. So like you guys are about to hit like a power spike after this.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So that one, okay, so I have one utility, so it might be nice to have like a single or a multi-target.
yeah. And I had done a whole write up thing, but I lost my write up. I'm sad.
Oh no.
Because I was like handwriting it during my break at work. And I'm like, where did I put it? But the whole point of that was that I was kind of like coming up with like uh like pre-made stunts almost, that like so that things would have like more of a, so that it was standardized more, so it was um like a certain amount of points. And if you wanted this to like for multi-target, for every new target it adds this many points, and then but then you have to like take a negative somewhere, so there was like positive points and negative points. And so negative points are things like you can only use it as an actual action, and then but then if you do like reaction or bonus action, or like no, it's like if you can only use it as a reaction, it gives you negative points because you're limited in how you can use it. But if you can use it as an action, it's kind of standard. But if you want to use it as a bonus action, it costs more points. And
Okay.
so I had this whole thing written out, and I still needed to balance it, but I need to see if I can find it again, because the whole point of that is so that um
You can create a balanced standardized
um
stunt.
yeah, and that's because right now it's so wide open that it makes it difficult for some people, and I'm just kind of like gut checking a lot of stuff. But I am working on creating a more standardized stunt system, that that it's easier for people.
So do you have any examples of stunts that like other people are using?
Sure. Let me go. Let me go. Argo says stunts. Because like here's an example. Like here's something you can look at as well, because you can use your racial, right? So one of your I don't know if you wrote it down. One of your racials is the where you charge in with your horns.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you
The
wrote it down.
ram, right?
Yeah.
I think I wrote it down as an attack,
Oh, okay.
but I didn't write down
Oh, okay. You wrote it down as an attack.
right.
Okay, so yeah, but he didn't write it down as a thing, right? So where did it go?
See, ram. Oh, in the description it just says you can use your head and horns to make unarmed strikes, bludgeoning damage.
It deals 1d4 plus your strength modifier, which is -1. So it's like I can see, because so it does 0 to 3 damage, which is why you wouldn't
Yeah,
necessarily want to do it, right? So it's not like
right.
so it's not like it's a great thing. I get it. Actually, you also have magic resistance. You have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. What the frack?
Yeah, that is insane, isn't it?
God.
I was wondering when I read that, I was like, so very general,
God, and you
does
have
that
plus
just
one,
mean
and the blade gives you +1 on your saving throws.
yeah, right?
Yeah, you're like, can I just not be affected by magic, please? Thank you.
Can I just be invincible?
Can I do that 1 minute at a time though? 1 minute at a time.
Yeah, right. For 1 minute, you are just indestructible.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I guess then there's Reveler, performance and persuasion.
Yeah. So, but you can take like, oh, like you can do like, because like you can do, I don't know, like none of it matches what you're currently doing, but like if it was like somebody else, it could be like, oh, you could juggle a bunch of rocks in the air and then shoot them out, shoot them out with advantage on a group of enemies or something, or you know, something like that, or like
Right,
that.
some
There's
kind of.
different, yeah. So like, there's different like things that you can do.
Oh,
Um,
that's what I would want. I would want it to like be some kind of an attack like with style,
yeah,
to
yeah,
go with this whole like, wearing shiny robe and
yeah. Um,
yeah. So like attacking and looking cool doing it.
yeah, but I mean that's kind of like what stunts are, right? So let me go back to telling you what some of the stunts are. So let's see. Hold on. There's a way. Argo says stunts. There's- one of his stunts is the bull rush. So it uses a charge. Um, so he was using his one of his racial abilities for charging, and then it just added like a bunch of the fact that he's just this big massive minotaur to charge through to get to somebody.
Oh.
So it just knocks a bunch of enemies prone if they fail to save against him, and then it lets him knock the enemy that he gets to prone, and then attack so that he can get advantage. It uses up
Ah.
his action, and technically because it's moving 30 feet, it's using up his movement as well. So it uses up a lot of his resources for him to get it. So it's like, okay, then you know what I mean. Um,
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, so
and
it's
and then
balanced, right?
and then he gets it once per short rest, so he gets to do it once. It's a big thing, so it's not too bad.
Right.
Um, I don't see his other. I'm not seeing his other one here. I'm not sure if he put down a second one or if he even came up with the second one. I don't remember. Um, so there's that one. Let's see. Let's look at Thorn. Thorn stunts here. Let's see if he has his up here. And, Blood. God, he has so much stuff because of Blood Hunter. All right, his is Eldritch Burst. So his is like once per short rest. His Eldritch Blast beams explode on impact, dealing 2d6 force damage to all creatures within 5-foot radius of the initial target.
Oh, nice.
So
Wow.
it's once per short rest. It's not that huge, but it does something that he was doing a lot, which is his Eldritch Blast, because he always kept cantripping. And that's because his thing is, yeah, he's Nyxborn as well, so that's his like multi-target, right? So it just does a boom and things around it, boom, just deals a little bit of AoE damage. Um, so it's not a,
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
yeah. His other one
So
was,
multi-target damage. Hmm.
yeah. His other one that he had done was kind of like a stab um that stopped um that would like cause him to swell up, but I think he changed his mind on doing it. So I'm like, okay, so I think he's, yeah. Everybody's now like down to one stunt because it's like it's currently very difficult to think of stunts. There's another character named Tiras. He was a coworker of mine who created, but he did a stunt that I had approved that was really good. His stunt was Assassin's Tempest. So um all of the squares adjacent to him, um he essentially lock it down. Like he would just like he was a dual wielder, so he would like just swing around like a madman, and anybody who enters within those squares would take damage.
Oh, that's cool. I
But
like that.
but then he wouldn't be able to do any reactions, and he can't sneak attack that damage, and he can't move while the Tempest is in effect. And because of what his abilities are, and his stat scores were, the DC was 19 for a reflex save for half damage, and he could do it once per short rest. So he can do it once, pretty much per fight. But he would lock down the areas around him to just kind of like be an obstacle, sort of like Cloud of Daggers, but a little bit bigger because he's the center of it, and it uses up
Right.
all
It's
his
like
stuff.
a whirlwind of sword.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool because, like, for a dual wielder, yeah, I
yeah,
could totally picture that.
yeah. And then the other one he had was a Pounce, which is from a successful stealth. He can move his lance feet to a target while counting nearby enemies as being disengaged, and he provides primary and secondary attacks. So essentially, what he would do is he would, if he was stealth, he could like close the gap to an enemy without anybody seeing, before anybody could see him or react, and jump on him with both of his both of his daggers. So it was just just like a jump at an enemy.
What race was he?
He was human. He was human.
Oh, okay.
He was an assassin rogue, a dual wielding assassin rogue.
Oh,
So that was and he had
oh yeah. That totally that all
yeah,
goes together really
yeah,
well.
yeah. So and so he would, so for that one required setup. He had to be stealth already successfully um before he could do it. So that was kind of like that thing there. So like,
I wonder
they're
if I could do something where like I could use my familiar, in like a helping way and couple it with like the coolness luck thing.
oh,
So in a
because
way, like,
so for your lucky thing,
yeah, to try and get away with like a really heavy cool luck thing, like boost the chances of
hmm.
just make it an even bigger gamble. I don't know.
And then Xeon's stunts are the piercing arrow, which is when he crits or kills an enemy, the arrow shoots through them and hits an enemy behind them.
Oh, that's super cool. I
And
like
then
that.
and that's the one he like complained, because he's like, I don't have a restriction on how often he can happen. It's just when it, he has to meet a certain condition, and he's like, it doesn't happen as often as you would like, because you need to have that kind of lineup.
Right,
It really
lineup,
doesn't.
and it's got to be a crit. So yeah, that makes sense that you could use that
Yeah.
a lot because
Yeah.
you just rarely ever get that chance.
Yeah,
Yep.
and then the Fate's Shackles, which is uh pins them down, which is and he can do that a number of times equals his wisdom modifier, and needs a long rest to regain it. So that one has kind of like he can use it a lot, but there's a limit. So it's like not too much. It's kind of like the in between like on short rest, and like once per short rest and once per long rest kind of thing.
Right.
So so that those are like
That one's
different
my
examples.
favorite.
Yeah. Um how you doing, Andrew?
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah.
Just chilling. I got off work a little early. I'm gonna
Oh,
have
nice.
company over soon. So
Came
I
just say
saw you
hi.
were streaming and you guys
Yeah.
just were here, so I just figured I'd jump in, just say hi.
Cool.
What's up, guys?
Thank you for saying hi. Yeah, I had
And it's always fun to make new characters. So
yeah. Yeah, no, we actually played a few combat encounters so that he could get a feel for his character, and like use some of his abilities. I specifically targeted some of the stuff so
awesome.
that he could get a feel for it, do different things, and so far we've learned a
What are you
lot.
playing?
I'm doing what's it called?
A blade singer satyr.
Yeah, Blade Singer Satyr. Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I tried. I played a Blade Singer in one of Kyle's games in between our main sessions. Kyle like ran one, and we only ended up doing like I think 2 sessions with it. And I played a Blade Singer, but we all started at level 1,
Oh.
and I remember being a level 1 Blade Singer was the biggest nightmare in the world because I'm running around with 8 HP and a fucking sword. Um, it was absolutely miserable. Or it was more than 8. I think it was like 12 or something like that. Because a wizard only gets what, like a D6 plus con or something like that. It was
Right.
something. It was something stupid low with my HP, and I had like a moderately okay constitution, but I was hovering around like 10 HP, and uh, I could not take hits at all. And I believe Blade Singer really hits off once you get more towards the later levels, where the earlier levels is always really hard for a wizard.
Yeah, that's
In
actually
melee,
kind of
a
why I
wizard in
chose
melee
it. I
combat.
was thinking like, wow, if I get to start at level 10, I might as well choose something that would be really hard in the early levels, you know?
hmm No, yeah, that makes total sense. So I've never really played it later, so I'm excited to see how you do with it. That sounds like fun.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
pretty cool.
There we
make
go.
sure you have shield. Always have shield.
Oh, you missed it. I just played the most epic like AC coupling
Yeah.
stacking
Yeah,
fight.
you can make your AC pretty good at a later level,
Oh
but
no.
early on, not really.
Oh no. It's because of his I don't know if you saw the magic items that I got for
I
him.
don't know.
So he
No.
has an amazing blade that gives him +1 to all saving throws, and he got an amazing robe, which once he activates, it creates kind of like a hypnotic pattern in a 40-foot cube, DC 14.
Huh.
And every turn that it's up that he does not move, he gets +1 AC up to +5. It lasts for 1 minute, so he ended up being at 26 AC.
Nice. Yeah,
That's
you
awesome.
can do some pretty cool stuff with the
Yeah. And
blade
and
singing
yeah, and
because
the
you
end,
add your intelligence to your AC or something like that
yeah.
at a certain point, I believe.
That blade singing just adds your intelligence modifier. So between what he had, he's naturally
Yeah.
at 16. When he blade sings, he goes up to 21. And with
Yeah,
the
you get AC like a monk
and
almost.
yeah, and then when he did the robe, he climbed up to 26. So he was at sitting there at 26 AC, and the creature could only hit him on a 19 or crit.
Oh, and then there's the defensive duelist.
Right.
So it's like
So
you even threw a 19 as like you have to crit.
yeah. Yeah, so even the 19s, he would use his reaction to defensive duelist, and then to add 4, add to his proficiency bonus to his AC. So as a reaction, so it's all of a sudden it's like, and it's
Well,
like a
is that including shield as well?
no, well, so it uses the reaction, so he couldn't also shield. So he get
Well,
the
how
shit.
many is it a resource tied though?
No, it just
The
he get
duelist?
no, it just uses up his reaction.
Oh, you get to do that without any like drawbacks? That's crazy.
Yeah,
It's not
it's
like a once or like a modifier attachment or a once per short rest or
no, it
it's
just
crazy.
yeah, it's actually surprisingly strong. It's a feat called defensive duelist.
Oh, is it one of your new feats that you added?
No, this is classic. It's like when you are wielding a finesse weapon with which you're proficient and another creature hits you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction to add your proficiency bonus to your AC for that attack,
Oh,
potentially
right.
causing the
You
attack to
can't
miss you.
have a shield though.
No. Oh no,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you just have to have a finesse weapon actually.
Oh, really? You can actually hold a shield too? That's
Uh-huh.
crazy.
Yeah. So right now when he was fully kitted out, like the thing could only hit him because of its bonus to hit. Um if he has a reaction, it could only hit him on a crit because of defensive
hmm
duelist.
Although I think blade singing, you can't hold anything in your
You
offhand
can't
though.
have a
No,
shield.
you
So
can't have a shield,
yeah,
and you can only have light
and
armor.
wizards aren't even shield proficient either. So unless you take a feat.
Yeah. So yeah, so the whole point of it is that like he ends up like tanking. The only problem is that the robe does not differentiate between
Yeah.
enemy and allies, and it's a pretty big area of effect. So
Is it the full spell AoE?
no, well, no, it's like a hypnotic pattern in the sense that it makes them zero out, but it stays
Yeah.
on. So if they save, once they if they first go in, they have to save right away. But after that, it's at the end of it's if they start their turn in it and they're not
Mhm.
affected by it, they have until the end of their turn before they need a save.
All right. Oh,
So
sweet.
um, but yeah, between that and his AC going up, it's like
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's the thing though, right? I guess if I'm ever backed into a corner and just getting mobbed, then
yeah,
that would work really well to throw on the amazing robe.
yeah. Uh, but yeah, that's so when we're just sort of trying to come up with a stunt based on the things he's done so far. I don't think we've done enough, so it's okay. We can leave you at the single stunt for now.
Yeah.
Um, because you can really just do the stunts in any way. Um,
I think it could be kind of fun to try and work something with the ram attack that's like, you know what? It'd be funny if I could do something that would couple with Argos Bull Rush.
yeah,
That could be really fun.
yeah,
I'll think about it though. I gotta kind of look through.
yeah,
It's a very kind of a complex formula, right?
yeah. When did you say you had to leave today?
I gotta go by 1.
Okay, okay. All right. Let's do so after you helped uh deal with the undead colossus that's made up of human bodies. Um you went back and um the druid gave you a little amber necklace
Hmm.
um with an inscription on it that said pretty much the rough translations that that the god Nylea would call you for help at some point.
Aha.
Um and to prevent a great tragedy.
Aha.
Um so that's all that it says. It's just you can
The omen.
you can feel magic emanating from it, but it's divination magic, but other than that, you don't know what it does or what it is.
Okay.
So you can make sure you write that down as an item you get. Um, but after everything that happened, you find out that a lot of shipping boats have been going missing off of the coast, and they're asking for a group of people to go and investigate and find out why the boats are missing. And a fleet of people go out, and one of the boats goes missing that had the heroes of data on it.
The heroes of what?
Data. They are the concerned citizens, and they disappeared.
Okay.
They never came back. Then there was talk of a giant anvil rot turtle that showed up to the north. And after that, an entire city disappeared.
Oh. Like a big city?
Yeah.
It's just a little town.
The hold on, I misplaced the name. Give me one moment.
All right, guys, I got to take off.
Oh, see ya.
It was fun hanging
All right.
out. Enjoy.
Yeah, cool, man.
I'll see you next week, right? Or I'll see you tomorrow when we play, but then I'll see you for this campaign next week, correct?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Awesome. Later, guys.
Later.
Cool. See ya.
Yeah, the city of Adunos, which is a city that is controlled by the Returned, which are a group of undead that escaped the underworld.
So it was full of undead and it disappeared?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
After this anvil rot turtle showed up.
Let's see. Is the underworld like, were they evil undead or?
No, the underworld's just where the undead are. The Returned are, um, they are, they're undead, but they're like, it's not like they're mindless undead.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah,
So they're like, they've returned to the world from the underworld.
yeah, so they have these golden masks that all the undead in the underworld wear. If somebody comes back from the underworld without the mask, then they're pretty much alive again. But if they have the mask, they're kind of like stuck being undead.
Okay.
So it's kind of the
And
difference between an actual kind of like resurrection versus an undead kind of thing. But it doesn't change like the intelligence of what you're dealing with. And but yeah, so that happened, and that's when you get called in to let me get this here. I have, hold on, this is in the wrong window. There we go. That's when you get called in to kind of like the leaders of Miletus, and they ask you to find the concerned citizens.
okay.
Um, you are put into a boat with a group of people, and you have to how are you gonna try and figure out where they're at? Like, what kind of resource are you gonna ask around about, or what is their
So let's see here. So um, they want me to find the concerned citizens, and for what I understand, they went missing in some ships.
Yeah, they were on ships. They
Where
were
were they going? Like,
well, they were looking for the cause of what was causing the ships to disappear.
oh, okay. Okay. Cause of the ships disappearing. And I know that there was an anvil rot turtle So anvil wrought means is like forged by the gods.
Forged by Perforos. So it's like a giant. It was like a giant mechanical turtle. People are saying that it
Oh,
was about the size of an island. Like they could literally see it from like really from miles away.
I see.
And then it came ashore near Adunas, and then when
And
it
then
left
Adunas.
when it left, Adunas was gone.
Okay. Hmm. So the concerned citizens, how many people make up the concerned citizens?
So they're a group that has multiple people in it, but right now the ones that went were 4 people, 3 main and their sword boy.
Oh, okay. I get it. I get it now. Okay. Oh
Actually, no,
boy, I
sorry,
gotta.
four main and their sword boy. So because Terrace was there, but I don't know if he's coming back to play with us. So
So I guess so I'm in Melodis right now,
hmm
and they've asked me to go and find out what's going on,
yeah,
which means I would have to get.
very specifically, Acacia, who's a gyno sphinx, so it's a female sphinx. Nikio, who is this kind of jolly looking man, and Kaliste, who is this very thin woman who's constantly drinking poisoned alcohol.
So they've asked me.
Yeah, those are the 3 that asked you to go looking for them because they say that there's portent of something horrible coming, and they need the heroes of data to help them.
Ha. See. So do people like make prayers in this game, or
Yeah,
is that
there's
something I could do?
so Meletus has a temple to every god except Nylea because Nylea don't like that shit. Um,
Okay.
that's
Darn it.
actually yeah, that's actually a very specific thing about Nylea. Although there is a group of people that worship her, they just don't have a temple built to her. But they have like a grove of trees near the edge of the city, that leads into the forest. That is where they meet up. So it's not that they
Oh,
don't meet up; it's just that
it's more
their
of
thing.
druidic kind of.
Yeah, it's more druidic.
I guess. So, and I was. Let's see. Um, I wonder, like, if I had that amber necklace that was supposedly like linked to Nylea,
hmm
uh, could I use that and like say a prayer to Nylea, just in the hopes
Yeah,
that something will
yeah.
that she may
Ahead and roll a d100.
100.
Hmm. Um. So as you start praying, it starts feeling warm in your hands, and you're like, maybe it's working, maybe it's working. But then you realize it's because you were squeezing it too hard. Um. Um.
It's just like the warmth of my own hand.
Yeah. Let's see. So that's a 44. That's a 9. Okay. Let's see what happens there. Oh, okay. Um. So your Yeah. Okay. So, but as you're praying, near the trees, that same druid from before shows up. Um,
Oh, did I get her name or anything? Or
yeah. Let me find it. Sorry, I moved things around and I lost track of things. So give me a moment. Let's see. his stuff down. Doo-doo-doo-doo. His name is Kaku Druint. And he shows up and he says, hello. How are you?
It's just like, hey, what's up? How are you doing? I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, well, I'm doing pretty all right, all things considered. Just the usual hero stuff. I'm looking to apparently find some other heroes.
Which heroes do you seek?
I seek the heroes of Beta.
The concerned citizens, yes. They once gave aid to me in protecting the Phoenix Egg as well. Perhaps you were fated to work with them, if now even humanity is pointing you towards them.
Ah, yes, humanity is pointing me towards them.
They have a protection spell around them. The gods themselves are preventing people from divining their location.
Oh, so it's the gods themselves are actually preventing people from finding them.
Yes. But there is one who has a way around that. North of here, in a mansion, there lives Boy. He might have a way to point you in the right direction.
And you know this boy?
He was the one who was he was one of the people working on the road, and he took over after Valerian gave up being a road construction developer. Boy worked with me in preserving the forest that he was building the road through. And because of that, he has earned my trust.
Ah, well, if you can trust him, then I suppose I can too. In which case, can you point me in the direction of this mansion?
Yes. He gives you directions. It's up the road towards Data, but it diverges across one of the farms.
Ah, okay. Then I thank the druid. Say, Nylea, bless you. And yeah, I guess I begin dancing my way toward this mansion.
Yeah. Oh, over here to the right, by the way, is the Gynosphinx, Caliste, and Nick, what's his name again? Nikio.
Oh, okay. Cool. So
Yeah.
they're the ones that have asked me to do this. And
Yeah. They're also the ones that have worked with the others, so.
Right.
So they're the ones that they know as well. So if you give them the names, allegedly that means that they would remember that Nikio, Acacia, and Caliste are the ones that help them. So
Wait a second. Give who the names? Oh, give the boy?
no, the concerned citizens when you find them. So that way they can trust you, kind of thing.
Oh, so they okay, yeah, that's good
Yeah.
to know. I'm like, hey, what's up, guys?
you can
Yep,
you can
showing up out of nowhere is my thing.
yeah, you can totally trust me.
Yeah, you can totally trust me. Yeah.
So you head up and you find the mansion and do I have it here still? Mm. When you've used like 1.5 million maps, it's so hard to keep track of everything. Oh. Here's kind of a preview of the mansion here. I'm not gonna do the whole map because I closed the map already, but
Okay.
it's 2 floors big. It's pretty big, just so you can get an idea. And then it's kind of massive. It has like a pool in the backyard, that kind of thing.
Sweet.
All right, so you go up there and there's people. There's like these guys guarding the house. They have their hoods up. They're kind of quiet. As you approach, the one of them behind the gate goes, "Who approaches?"
It is I, Ardonis. I have come from the likes of Cancud. Is that his name, Cancud? I can't really tell.
Kaku.
Kaku? Oh,
Ka-
Kaku.
Kaku Druint.
Druint. Okay.
Yeah.
Kaku Druint.
Yeah, it means crazy druid.
Oh, really? Nice. Nice. That's awesome. I come from a crazy druid named Kaku Druid. I believe is a friend of your mentioned man.
Boy.
Boy.
Boy has worked with Kaku before. He kind of like turns his head towards the house. He's quiet for a moment, then he looks back at you and he goes, "Very well. You are accepted in." And he opens the gates for you.
Awesome.
And do you step inside?
Oh yeah, for sure. I click my hoofs, do a little skip and a hop and clippity clop, and head
Yeah.
on in.
As you step into the gates, he closes behind you, the door behind you, and he says, you see that there's like another one kind of like hiding in the woods, and he nods to them, and then they start stepping out. And then he says, "I will walk you to the house."
Wait a second. So he's in the gate with me, right?
Yeah, he's now inside the gate with you, but the mansion is further up. It's pretty
Oh,
far
okay.
away, so he's gonna walk. And then somebody who was hiding just came out and is now at the guardhouse, that's next to the gate.
Oh, okay. So they just have a bunch of creepers in the woods.
Yeah.
Nice.
He shuffles next to you. And when you get to the house, he opens the door, and you hear him like whisper, but it like echoes through the house, and he goes, "Master boy, you have a guest." And let's see here. Master boy, you have a guest.
Whoa, that's awesome. Wow.
So you go and you hear from the stairs, you hear this person descend, and he goes, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" He looks at you a bit. He looks at your side. He goes, "Ardonis, he who
Got it.
shows when you most need him."
Ha, you've heard of me.
Yes, you've started to become a bit of a legend yourself. What
Well, I
brings
try.
you? What brings you here today? He finishes descending the stairs, walks up to you, and kisses you on the mouth before pulling back.
Oh, our frivolous greetings of the Skola Valley.
Yes,
uh,
I'd like to visit every once in a while. Uh, Try not to
I
get
got.
tricked into staying there, though, you know?
Yes, yes, they try doing that to me myself. Always want me around for the festivities. But alas, I am a hero, and I do have places to be, and well, I just can't actually handle my own people. At any rate. Yes.
He nods to the guy who escorted you up, and the guy goes, "All right," and walks away out of the house. He goes,
Of
"Please, would you like some wine?" And as he's like walking you towards a sitting room.
course, don't mind if I do.
Um, he goes, "So, how can I be of help to such a great hero as yourself?"
Well, as it turns out, I happened upon a few folks of
Miletus,
uh, Mil- how do you say it again?
M-
Miletus?
M-
Miletus?
Miletus, yeah. I was doing this joke where I was calling it my lettuce for a long time.
Ah, my lettuce.
Yeah, but it's Miletus.
Miletus, yes, Miletus.
Ah,
And as it turns out, their names were Acacia, Nikio, and
Kalishte, yeah,
Caliste.
yeah.
It appears that the concerned citizens have gone missing.
He stops
Would
and he
you
goes,
happen?
yeah. He stops and he goes, yes, they are wonderful people, very concerned for other people's well-beings. Their name fits them very well.
Yeah. Well, I myself am becoming concerned of these concerned citizens. I myself am a
Yeah,
citizen of great concern.
I see. But you seek them out. Can nobody divine them?
Can nobody what? Divine them?
Divine them, yeah.
Oh,
Divine their location.
no. As it turns out, they can't.
Hmm.
I spoke to Kaku. Uh, these were his words to me.
I see. Then there is one divination that is a bit tricky to do. Um, my old master left behind a few things in the mansion, and I actually should be able to use one of them. Please follow me. And he downs the wine, the rest of the wine that he had, and gets up and starts walking to another room in the mansion. Um,
As does Ardonis. He
yeah.
swigs it back and follows suit.
And you go up the hallway and around a corner, and you see kind of like an indoor pool. And he goes to the edge of it, and he um, leans down, and as he stares into the pool, his his gaze kind of like becomes light as you see that he's like casting this spell. Um, and the pool water changes, and you see kind of like a harbor, and you see a bunch of people there at the harbor, and he says another word, and it kind of like zooms in, and you kind of like hear people talking, and it's very kind of like distorted, um but you hear,
Where are we gonna go?
Whoa.
We're gonna go, and we're just going to pretend to be looking for the holes. For the people disappearing now, we're gonna pretend to look for the ships disappearing. But then we need to head south so that we can find the rest of my missing clan.
Huh.
Boy's face clears up and he says, "Well, it seems that they headed south then, and they didn't come back, so that means that they are still looking for the missing clan."
Ah.
You see he speaks another word, and then like the pool kind of like goes all the way up until like the next day, like going really fast, but then it like disappears, and like it looks like you're looking at a movie through frosted glass. And he goes, yes, after this is when they gain their protection from divination. Very powerful.
Do I see their surroundings?
No, because it's just like you just can't tell. It's just like blurry, like colors, like huge dots of green or blue, and then it's just like nothing but blue, and you just can't tell what anything is.
Oh, okay.
He says, "Well, that means that you can find out where he's at if you know where his family went." Hmm. Let me think. There is a minotaur in the council of Miletus. Go back to the council and ask to speak with Agamemnon. He might know what happened with Argos's family, his clan, and where they are and where they would be.
Ah, I see. Is this Agamemnon a relative of Argos?
No, but he is a minotaur, and he would be the only one who you could safely reach to get information from.
I see. So are there are there not many minotaurs in Miletus? Miletus?
Those that have been around long enough to know anything? No. For you
Ah.
see, if he's looking for his family, that means that they were banished.
Oh, I see.
And Agamemnon was high ranking in was high ranking over in where did my thing go? In Scophos. So he would know, or he might know or have information. He's gonna be your best bet.
Okay. I see. So do you see or hear anything else that may be of use to me in my travels?
Let's see here. His vision goes white again as he looks through. and he's looking for a while. You see like the everything flickering from like not being from frosted back to like seeing different things, and after a while he shakes his head and uh says nothing that I can see, but give me a perception check.
Boy, it's not going to be good.
No. Yeah, you don't nothing else comes up. So he says no, sorry. Nothing that I could see. And it looks like everything, all the visions that he was scanning through went by too quickly for you to see anything.
What if I happen to have been investigating?
No, it was
Darn it.
so
Okay.
yeah, so after all that, you have that information. He offers you a lunch before you go back. Um,
Nice.
and
I guess one question I might ask was he had mentioned his old master.
mhm.
Would you mind if he told me who that might have been?
Oh yes, my old master was Valerian. Um, I worked for him during the road construction of between Miletus and Sedison. Um, and then after he left to start farming business, I took over. And then he actually recently stopped being a farmer, gave me his old lands, and moved up to Scophos after he broached peace between after he broached peace between Mogus and um oh, sorry, I have a lot of things that I need to keep track between Mogus and Erois.
Who are Mogus and Eros?
Oh, so Mogus and Erois are two of the gods. Mogus is the god of slaughter, and Erois is the god of victory. Mogus is a Minotaur god, and Erois is a Centaur god, and they constantly fight each other to compete for who is stronger. But Valerian apparently broached peace between two mortal enemies.
Huh. And this Valerian was his old master.
Mm-hmm.
Valerian, he's not a god, is he?
No, he's human.
He's human. Oh, wow. Be one hell of a diplomat. And so this guy, so he went to Scophos, which is where.
Scophos is the city of the Minotaurs.
Okay, I see. All right. Well, before I go to Agamemnon, yeah, is this Agamemnon? Is he a friend of yours at all, or?
Hmm. No, I hadn't had much interaction with him. The only thing that I really remember about him is a moment. Where is my thing about things? Give me a moment. Need to pull something up. The only thing I remember about him is that he's a formalist. Um, and it's one of the reasons why he left Scophos. He believes that the perfect society can be achieved if you can get the balance of numbers correctly.
See. Interesting. You know, I don't suppose in your mansion you'd happen to have an abacus flying around, would you?
I actually have a few to spare. Do you need one?
Yes, why not? Thank you.
Okay. Very well. He whispers to himself for a bit, and then one of these hooded guys shows up with an abacus and puts it on the
Nice.
table in front of you, and then stands there for a moment, and you see Boy kind of roll his eyes. He says, "Go on now," and the guy goes, "Okay," and walks away.
Wow. Well, your servants are so warm.
He laughs and he goes, "They just want to be loved. Don't worry about them."
Ah, who doesn't? Oh, okay. Well, I suppose I will head on over to my lettuce, and
My lettuce, you're doing what I do.
it's easier to remember.
Right? I just think of a head of lettuce. My lettuce.
Yeah, my lettuce.
Yeah.
And
All
I shall approach this
right.
Agamemnon.
Okay. So we're gonna stop here so that you can leave on time. And we are going to start. I'm going to let you use the Therosian Tales RP channel to do the any kind of call outs for the conversation with Agamemnon until next week, so that we can kind of finish up and kind of get you on your way.
Awesome. Nice.
Yeah. So, and yeah, so we'll do the Therosian Tales RP for that, and we will meet up next week at 10 a.m. on Saturday to kind of get a. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream here, guys. All right. Thank you everybody for hanging out. Sorry that I haven't gotten too crazy on doing the map stuff yet. I'm doing stuff on the maps, but oh, look at all the people we're missing. So sad. Hopefully you guys come back and check us out next week, and I will see everybody later. Where's my end? Stream end. There we go. All right. Please comment, like, subscribe here on Twitch, and support me on Patreon. All the people watching the YouTube. And I will catch you guys later. Love you all. Mwah. Bye bye.